what, that was a bit of a piss around. I came into the studio, everything's set up, and black screen. I don't know if you saw that a couple of minutes ago, guys, but black screen. So welcome in. Let me know what's happening. But the big world is here. And yeah, we were literally in the dark. So believe it or not, it took me like 5 minutes and we're back on screen and everything is as we wanted it. So yes, I could move a camera around to make my life a bit easier. I'm going to do it right now. Just hold on a second. Bring this around a bit more. Okay, coming back on camera. Woohoo! Coming back, baby. Whoa, there we go. Hello. That's better. Now we're in the right place. Sorry about the mix-up, but man, oh man, are we having a few problems with some of the technical stuff going on right now. If you were a lesser person, you'd be losing it, but I tell you what, here we go. Now let's bring up the guys. They are training on the field. And there we go. That's what there is. We don't need that. Just a second, guys, as we're sorting out. Like I say, I came to the studio and everything should have been good. And it wasn't. It wasn't good at all. Not good at all. So we'll get right back in there and we'll get back onto the video. 18 minutes to kick off. 18 minutes to kick off. Bloody hell. I'll tell you, like I say, I came in and everything was black. Everything was black. Looking at the people in the crowd, loads of gold shirts. They did say to bring out the gold shirts today, so lots of people are wearing the gold shirts. And as you can see behind me, gold shirt. So there you go. But I am so looking forward to this one. Oh, am I? Are you too? I hope you are. And again, sorry about the mix-ups, but boy, oh boy, it's good to be here. We finally made it. I'm waiting to see what's going to be happening with one of our big boys today. Definitely. Barry Bannon. Looks like he might be one of the guys to get things done for Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday coming in. Is it going to be 3 losses out of 3 for either team, or is it going to be a draw? We had a hiccup this morning with the live feed, and basically what it was, just moving things aside. Basically what it was the wrong cameras were selected for some reason. We had everything selected last night and came in this morning, and wrong camera is selected. I found that out after the fact because, like I say, I opened up black screen. It was black like this, and all you could see, you see that red line there. Just there, that red line. You could see a thin red line and you could see a shine off that ball. Everything else was dark. No idea why. And when it came up, it had the wrong software installed. So no matter. We'll get in there. Welcome in. Wherever you are around the world, let me know where you are around the world as we get into this. I'm waiting for the lineups to come in. Excuse me. And I'm going to get out of this screen because this screen has been naffing me around all morning. Go for a new screen. Wrexham. There we go. Bringing it up. Going to bring you some scores here pretty soon. Scores on the doors. I'll tell you what, everything's going right today. What is going on here? Overview. Thank you very much. Getting to the matches coming up for you right now. Scores on the doors. We've had 4 games coming through. Yeah, we don't need nothing but Sheffield United. Hello, what's going on here? Start this again. Matches, please. Championship table. Bring that up, and we'll go for the matches. There we go. Overview. Sometimes I find some of the sites that you look at online are absolutely, I don't know what it is, but they're not logical. Anyway, we've got 4 results coming through this morning. Derby County 1 apiece with Bristol City. Hull City going down 3-0 at home to Blackburn Rovers. I did feel Blackburn Rovers were going to jump out of the bottom 3. Absolutely did. Swansea City getting a draw, 1-0 down, and they come back. It's 1 apiece. So well done, Swansea City, picking up a point. Charlton First loss on the season at home to Leicester City. Leicester City probably will be one of those teams going back up into the Premiership pretty soon. And for all those people that like to shit on me for saying Premiership, it slips out Premier League. Don't kill me. It's just a word. It's just a word. But looking at what we want to see now, Sheffield Wednesday taking on the Wrexham. It's going to be a massive game. Here we go. Lineups. Wrexham, if you didn't know. Danny Ward is in goal. We're going 3 at the back. Maxi Cleworth, Connor Cody, and Lewis Brunt on the right. No change there. Longman starts, not Barnett this weekend. Dobson's in there in the middle. Matty James, Lewis O'Brien, James McLean. And you got up front Nathan Broadhead and Keith Moore. Now, taking a look, I'm going to finish on something here. If you're a Canadian, hang on, because you're going to love this. But taking a look at Sheffield Wednesday, sorry. Horvath is coming to go in goal for Sheffield Wednesday. They needed the backup keeper. They've got an emergency keeper coming through the process. Palmer, Lowe, and Lawfer on the back line. Kubaki, Bannon. I'll go to Bannon in a second. Ingleson and Valerie. Barry Bannon's going to be the guy that gets things done for Sheffield Wednesday today, if at all. Those little legs are going to have to cover a lot of that beautiful field at the Stoke Kailas. I don't know if he's going to be what you would say that impressionable on the game, but Barry Bannon is where it's going to be coming from. Then McNeil in between the two up front, making things happen. Maybe tickles the ball left and right, maybe one through the middle, maybe takes a shot. But look out for McNeil. And then you got Caldematri, young guy, and then Ike Ugbo. Ike Ugbo. Canadian fans, do you remember that name? Do you remember that name? Ike Ugbo. Started his life with Chelsea all those years ago, yeah? Played for Canada a few times. And it really didn't pan out. And even when I was watching him, I said, you know, he looks like a silky player, but he's not exactly going to get it done. But like I say, Ike Ugbo on his day can be lethal. Caldematri as well, up front, young kid, but also give him a chance in front of goal. I'm sure he gets it done. He can be quite dangerous. So Danny Ward in net, Cleworth, Cody, Brunt along the back line, Longman, Dobson, James, O'Brien, McLean in midfield, and Broadhead, Keith Moore. Looking at the substitutions for Wrexham, Arthur Okonkwo on the bench again. Callum Doyle on the bench, ready to come in. I'd imagine if we get an injury, he'll come in. If not, I'm thinking probably second half. But it all depends how the game goes. If Wrexham's doing well and they really command the game and things are going nicely, and I'm just saying if they get a goal up or maybe two, then there's no reason to bring Callum Doyle out. You can just let him come in, experience the club for today, sit on the bench, talk to the players, get to know the atmosphere, get to know the scenery around you, because you're going to be here for a long time, Callum, and let him experience the day. If it goes well, if it goes bad, an injury, he comes in, and then he starts to really show you what he's got. But again, it all depends how Phil wants to play. I mean, Phil doesn't have to play him. He doesn't have to come in. He doesn't have to come in. So we'll see what happens there. But Kay's on the bench. Ian O'Connell as well. Ryan Hardy's on the bench. There's another big signing, Ryan Hardy, £700,000. Jacob Mendy. Jacob hasn't really figured much in the last little while, has he, eh? Thought he was going to get moved on, but he hasn't been moved on yet. Sam Smith also. Ryan Barnett, Elliot Lee, Harry Ashfield. When you look at the bench for Wrexham, and even the inclusion of Harry Ashfield, yeah, this is a game where Harry can figure. But when you look at the bench, we've got a decent bench. We've got guys that can come in one for one. And again, Elliot Lee, those little legs are getting long in the day. How long is he going to be with us? A factor all the way through the last 3 years. One of our mainstay players. You wouldn't expect him to be on the bench. But that's the reality of the Championship. That is totally the reality of the Championship. So there you go. There's your lineup. One more time. Danny Ward in net. Cleworth, Cody, Brunt, Longman, Dobson, James, O'Brien, and McLean. Nathan Broadhead, Keith Moore. Keith Moore, I was very surprised about him. Very surprised. I thought that he may well have been injured. But he didn't get injured, did he? But we will see what happens with this game as we move on. Statistically, Wrexham is 60%. 60% right now in favour of a win, 23% of a draw, and Sheffield Wednesday fans, you're 17% in favour of getting the win. So 3-1 in odds of favour for Wrexham to get the win. The draw yesterday, for Ladbrokes for this match. It was 3-1 for the draw. So 3-1 right now for Wrexham to win, 3-1 for the draw. Things are looking pretty decent. And you've got to say, the draws coming in. I'm going to tell you one thing. This may shock you. You might not know this, but we're one place now outside the relegation zone. Last night, before you went to bed, Wrexham was in 19th. And due to results that have come through, we're now in 21st. If results go against us today, we'll be in the bottom three. Don't think that's going to happen. It is a reality. It's totally a reality, but I don't see it happening. I'm going to bring up the TV screen and see where the guys are. Okay, I follow. That's another point. The I follow thing. Last match I was at the wedding. You know that the match before this, or the match before that, the Southampton match was just internationally. If you had an I follow international subscription, you may not have seen that game. And if you didn't, I think you'd be quite pissed off, because I was too. I got in touch with him, asking what the hell it is. There's more coming as well. There's more games going to be shut down internationally for us because we're international viewers. I'm trying to ask him what the hell that is, because to me, that's fraud. If you can't show the game, why charge the game? Anywho, I'm just saying, if you didn't get to see that game, just know that you were not the only one. There was quite a few people that didn't get to see it. But the game should be coming along very shortly. 10 minutes before kickoff. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? 10 minutes before kickoff. I was really, really impressed with the way we went through the trade window this season. And CALLUM DOYLE coming through. It seemed to take a little bit of time, and you're thinking, is it going to happen? And is it going to happen? And eventually it does happen. And it did happen. And there's another big player in. I'm quite excited to see him in a Wrexham shirt. Home or away, I don't care. But I'm excited to see him in a Wrexham shirt. I think once you see him, you're going to see a guy with quality. That kind of quality, we don't have every single player on the field with that quality. A lot of our guys have to work their asses off to be what they are. They have to really work for it. And some people don't have to work that hard to look that good. CALLUM, in my opinion, he's one of the players coming in. He naturally is a looking good player. Everything he does well. The tackling, the heading, the one-on-one, the way he shields the ball, the way he operates around someone coming in, the way he closes them down, the confidence he's got on the ball, the flicks he does at the last second, the tackling, like I say, the heading, the way he reads the game. He's not a young kid, like I said in the pregame. Go back and watch the pregame, guys, anytime you like, and see what I said about CALLUM. He really is a top kid, really a top kid. But as for this game today, I tell you, top of the table, still Stoke City, Middlesbrough in second, West Brom in third, Leicester City now in fourth on 6, all teams on 6 in the top 4. Leicester's the only team that's played 3. Bristol City's played 3, they're on 5. And rounding out your top 6, Coventry City on 4 after 2. Birmingham right in behind there right now. Birmingham doing pretty well, let's put it that way. A win and a draw. Again, another result today, Chris Davies at Birmingham starts to look like the right guy. And I tell you, I think he is talented as a coach. Just a minute. There we go. I think he's very talented. And it showed in the game that we played him, yeah? Anyhow, I'm just saying. Down at the bottom, though, bottom of the table, Sheffield Wednesday not at the bottom. They are one place above the bottom. Sheffield United are the bottom club. Then it's Sheffield Wednesday in 23rd. Oxford United 22nd. And we are in 21st. And like I said at the start of this season, there's 3 ways we're going to go with this. And it's all about how the team gels. Are we going to gel quickly? If we gel quickly, we can have a top 10 finish. If we gel slowly, I'm looking at 13 to 18. If we don't gel at all, we're in the 19 to 24 club, which is where we are right now. And the reality is, as it is a results-based business, we need results. But it's 2 games in. It's early in the season. Nothing gained, nothing lost. I mean, let's face it. You can go a long way through this season and have your heart palpitations start to raise and then maybe go through the bloody roof, yeah? Well, that's all part about a season. We've had so much success for the last 4 years, 3 years with moving up divisions, but 4 years really decent football and results, yeah? And 1 major upset in the playoffs. So looking at it that way, we've had nothing but success. Right now, we got to dig in. We got to get ready for a few more losses than regular. Yeah? And I mean, If you said the average loss over the last 3 years was 9 matches in a season, roughly, how many losses do you think we're going to make this year? I think it's going to be more than that. I think that when you see the losses coming through and the teams coming through, every match is like a cup final, whether it be your FA Cup final, your Welsh Cup final, your German Cup final, whatever cup final. But every match for Wrexham is like a FA Cup final per se, or like a cup final. So there's no easy game. And all the teams, as I said with the Championship, with the ratings, our squad right now costs roughly £40 million. You look at Southampton, £203 million, 5 times the amount of ours. Leicester, 170 million. Yeah, Ipswich, 160 odd million. Even you could say the likes of Middlesbrough, 104 million. Yeah, West Brom, 64 million. So we've lost against 2 teams that are worth way more money than us, and we've only just gone up to 40 million with the squad, with the acquisition of CALLUM DOYLE, who I really want to see play today. But again, every match that we play is like a cup final. Even with the tag Hollywood, the jealousy, the bad feel from other fans, the banter, call it what you want. But calling people Hollywood and laughing at them as they fall on their face is what the rest of the footballing world wants to see, especially in the English leagues. We've put a target on our back that is not going to get removed anytime soon. Ryan Reynolds, Rob McElhenney, 3 back-to-backs, a wonderful stadium, beautiful field, fans worldwide, the story that has not gone wrong so far, that's about to get on a bit of a rough ride and make all those other fans happy. Well, I say, great, be happy. Everything that you've seen about us over the last 3 years is perfection. We keep going up. We keep getting better. We keep achieving. There's no reason why that's going to stop now. The only reason that it does stop is price tags. And I got to say, throughout the transfer trade window so far, I think we've done absolutely brilliantly well. The money that we've spent hasn't been too much. And I was worried that we were going to chuck out money willy-nilly and literally get the treatment that Manchester City used to get when they started to become the new flavour of the day. Yeah, remember about 10 years ago, Man City starts to become big, and then they got to pay big money for every player. Yeah, and everybody's asking way too much for their players. Yeah, same happens to Wrexham. Oh, lovely cup of tea. Gotta say. But wherever you are around the world, what do you think the result's going to be today? How are you feeling about the day? We got 2 minutes before kickoff. I'll tell you, I'm waiting for that screen to light up. That screen should be lighting up pretty soon. I'm looking at it right now. Here we go. People walking on and off the field. It's getting ready. The crowd is bumping. The noise is getting loud. I tell you, I'm looking for a big game. Once the game gets going, you're going to see me come alive, guys. You know that's the way it happens every time. Remember, drop a comment anytime. Let me know where you're from, anywhere around the world. And remember, like, subscribe, get in here. We're minutes away from getting this going. I'm seeing Nathan Broadhead looking focused. Nathan Broadhead, last game. I liked what he did in this going. I'm seeing Nathan Broadhead looking focused. Nathan Broadhead, last game. I liked what he did. And when he had that shot right in front of net, I was like, oh, here we go. Oh, and he just misses, yeah. So hopefully today, Nathan is on the money. He's having a good chat with Jimmy Mack. And he's saying to him, lots of talk. The one thing I see about Nathan Broadhead is he's got a brain. And he's a personality. And he knows who he is. And to be quite honest with you, I don't think he likes being told what to do. He's one of those kind of guys. So he's got a lot. He's got a lot about him. Good morning, Maria McConnell. Mullins scored for Wigan, 87th minute. Saver at Rotherham. Confident today, 3-1 home win. Hey, I tell you what, 3-1 is what's going around. It's going around. 3-1 for the draw was toted. 3-1 now. The odds 60% in favour of Wrexham to win. 3-1. So yeah, Maria, it looks like you might be on the money there. Good morning, love. How are you doing? Hope everything's good. Ashley Mitchell, good afternoon to you. Owls fan. Hey, I tell you what, best of luck for the season. And hopefully they turn this around and start getting your club turned around. It's such a historic club deserves better treatment than you've had over the last few years. You know what I'm saying. You have my utmost sympathy. Every Wrexham fan around the world has sympathy towards Sheffield Wednesday right now, and we welcome you in. We love you to come to the Racecourse Ground, Stoke Caras, and have a great game with us. But I tell you now, people are very, very, very sorry and sad to see what's happened to you, because Wrexham fans know what that feels like. Absolutely. Ashley Mitchell, big up. Best of luck. Let's get into this game. Kickoff's coming. Paulie Phelps, how you doing? If they lose today, it's too soon to panic, but not too soon to be concerned. Absolutely brilliant statement. Absolutely brilliant, my friend. Let's get into this. Like, we're poised for the game. Here we go. Tell you, I've been waiting for this one. I know you have too. There we go. Game's live. Ball's long. And I tell you, ball goes long back into Wrexham territory. Let's see how we deal with this. Straight out there. Beautiful play there. Connor Cody gets on the end of it. In dangerously. Looking for a penalty there, Sheffield Wednesday. It was a bit of a call. Nothing doing. Goes out for play. Sheffield Wednesday, though, pressing right off the off. Field looks great. Atmosphere is fantastic. And there may be some nervy moments in this for both teams, yeah? Absolutely. Back into the chat. Ashley Mitchell says they need it. That man has run Sheffield Wednesday into the ground. She's talking about Chenzuri. Yeah, he's an absolute... I tell you, I can't say what I think about him. You know what I feel about him. Anybody that comes to a football club and destroys a football club like that needs a kick in the balls. Many times. Phil J. Weston. Hi, amigos. Come on, you Reds. Good morning, Phil, son. And Phil J. Weston's probably in the ground today, so if he sees anything, he's going to let us know. But here we go. I love that field, man. I tell you, I love that field. That is just one of the most beautiful things to change in the last little while, apart from 3 back-to-backs, yeah, obviously. But looking to go forward now. Wrexham on the ball. Got the position going. Sheffield with a high press. We're in for a long game, guys, but I think we're in for a big game. Ryan Longman in today, not Ryan Barnett, and I thought that would happen. I like Barnett, and you love Barnett, Wrexham fans. But I tell you, Longman has more body, more strength in this league. Ryan needs to be a little bit quicker with everything he does if he's not going to get upstaged by Ryan Longman on the right wing. Maxi Cleworth now, in tight, grabbing a shirt, grabbing a man. Well defended. And the ball comes off for a Wrexham throw. Yeah, absolutely. Kadamatari up front. A little bit of a snicker there. He's like, hey, I'm getting held. Ball comes off me and you get the throw. He snickers because it's sarcastic. He doesn't seem to think that was the way it should have gone. But hey, here we go. 3 games in. Points are needed. 2 minutes in. I tell you, Sheffield Wednesday looking kind of relaxed. Kind of energetic as well. Do you think they're looking for a goal in the first 15 minutes? And Maxi Cleworth is breathing heavy already. Phil's on the sideline, doing his thing. Wrexham are moving forward. Nice play by Broadhead. Goes past 1, 2, 3, 4, then loses the ball. Tries to do it all on his own, but he does have teammates to use any time. Nathan, you've got 9 players that you can use any time you like. Any time. I think Yorf is going to have a bit of a tough time against Kiefer Moore today. Again, early days. Game still trying to pan out, get balanced. It's not really set any flow at the moment, but it'll get there right soon. Pickle Kisser, how you doing, my fella? Hello from Toronto. Let's do this. Come on, Toronto. Absolutely. Hey, by the way, guys, September 9th, I'm going to keep saying this. September 9th, Canada is taking on Wales in Swansea. Get ready for that. We're doing that live show as well. That live watch along. Canada versus Wales coming up September 9th. Don't miss that. I love Canada games. I love Wales games. For me, it's the perfect day. Just like now. Wrexham on the ball, wearing red, going down the wing, over the top. Beautiful ball over the top now. Broadhead, offside. It didn't look offside. Yeah, I was going to say it didn't look offside. What the hell is he waving at? If Broadhead looks at the linesman with a cockeyed look, you got to feel the linesman's made an error. Do they make errors? Do linesmen make errors? I ask you, do they? Do they? You never know. You never know. But I'll tell you what, we're going to give you some results as we move through this. But right now, ball going long into Wrexham territory. Looks like it's going all the way out. So, I mean, he well overhit that. That's like 20 yards out of play. Horvath, you need to sort that out. It's going to be a busy day for Mr. Horvath in goal. Sheffield Wednesday keeper. Maxi Clough now down the line with the throw. What's Maxi looking at? Straight down the line. Nice throw into Nathan. Nice and hard. Sheffield Wednesday come up with the ball. I'll tell you what, Sheffield battling hard right now. They know they're up against it, but I'll tell you what, there's confidence and character going to play in the Blues shirts right now. Wednesday fans right across the league here will be looking for a result. Banny Bannon on the ball. Passes off, takes time, gets it back. Yes, he does. Passes off one more time. Controlling it, slowing it down, getting Sheffield Wednesday into the game very nicely. I said Bannon would factor, and he is. And hey, I tell you what, big up to all the Sheffield Wednesday fans in the Stoke Ras right now. There's a hell of a lot of them, and they're making a hell of a lot of noise. And they're enjoying themselves. And there's some old shirts in that crowd as well. So big hand, big round of applause. I'll tell you what, it's great to see the Sheffield Wednesday fans doing what they're doing right now inside the KRAS. It's lovely to see. That's the epitome of football. That is the epitome of football. The fans behind their team on the road. Doesn't get any better. Let's hope for a really wonderful day today. 5 minutes in, 0-0. Long ball coming into Wrexham's box. Headed on. Danger cleared, but not averted. Up and under there by George Dobson. Doesn't have his shooting boots on, nor his clearing boots. But Dobson battles. Forces Sheffield wide. And George is hunkering and labouring that big body across the field. I'll tell you what, by 60 minutes, you'll see George Dobson exhausted. I wonder... Oh, big mix up there by Horvath. Nearly gets caught out. I tell you what, mix up your feet, man. Mix up your feet. That needs to be a lot quicker. Jeez. Speed it up. Broadhead was nearly in there one-on-one. Pickle Kisser one more time. That new jersey looks awesome. The crest just pops. Ooh. Looks better each time I see it. Lovely. You know what? £61. I think it was like $124. But I love it. I love it. And as as Phil J. Weston says, it looks like an Aviva bus seat. And I'm still laughing from that comment weeks ago. Or as I say, it looks maybe somewhat like a 1970s set of curtains and carpets from a local pub in the UK, or maybe anywhere around the world in 1970, hey? But yes, an Aviva bus seat, set of carpets, or a set of curtains. But I love it. I love it. And yes, the badge does pop. Pops right out. Pops right out. Okay, free kick coming up. Mr. Bannon now on the ball. Just inside his own half. Bit of a long one. But you know what? I got to agree with this tactic. Any free kick you get, put it in the box. Old-style football, you never know. Maybe someone gets on the end of it, but you put the ball in the danger zone. I applaud that tactic. I really do. Henrik Pedersen, so far, you've got your team set up nicely. Only 7 minutes in. But Henrik Pedersen's set him up nicely. Horvath's got to wait off. The referee blows down the game. We've got a real robot as a referee today, if you ask my opinion. Connor's down there with a little bit of a chipped tooth or something. Been smacked in the face. It'll take a couple of minutes, but he'll be back up. Phil J. Weston, a 1970s Axminster carpet. Yes, Axminster. That's the word. Axminster. Yes, it is. Yes, it bloody is. Connor's getting some treatment. He's probably going to see the dentist after this. Come on, lad. You're a big, heavy fella. 174 pounds. Man, I make him look light, and I'm not the heaviest guy in the world. Not smallest guy in the world either, but 195 right now. That's me, 195 pounds. George Dobson having a word with Kiefer. There's still a few empty seats. I tell you what, that does surprise me. That does surprise me. There are a few empty seats at the KRAS today. Maybe a busload never got there. But just one little portion. There's a few empty seats. So that's not a bad ad. You can still get a ticket at the racecourse ground. If you go to the racecourse ground, you'll still be able to get a ticket. You go there early in the week, you'll get a ticket. Sometimes you'll even get a ticket on match days. Connor Cody on the sideline, 9 minutes in, tea time. Horvath with the ball. And Sheffield Wednesday now. Looking good. And Sheffield Wednesday now. Looking good. Let's face it. Nearly 10 minutes in, Sheffield Wednesday on the front foot. Wrexham on the back foot, I would say, counter-attacking. I think that's got to change. I think Phil's got to get the team into the game. But right now, Sheffield Wednesday looking like the team more likely to open up the accounts. And only just missed that cross. Sheffield Wednesday fans loving what they're seeing. And Wrexham been quite calm. Wrexham fans have seen a few things over the years, and a little bit of tough foot for 15 minutes is not going to worry the Reds. It's not going to worry the Red Dragons. Not for a second. Ball across the field, though. Lovely ball. Just a little bit too fast. If he gets on the end of that, it either goes in the back of the net or knocks his head, can lean off, because that was just zipped across like a bullet. Anywho, Maxi Cleworth now leaves it. Danny Ward throws it out. Longman now, right side. Ryan now pushes it down the line, going into Nathan. A lovely little flick off, nearly gets past him. Nice dummy, well played. Horvath now with the ball, straight out the box, going long, Sheffield Wednesday. Nice play again. Maxi Cleworth makes the tackle. O'Brien gets the head on. Still a little bit disjointed, Wrexham. Someone needs to get their foot on the ball, Matty James, and start generaling the team around the middle of the park. So one thing I've said with Wrexham, playmaker. Get a playmaker. We need a big league playmaker. Someone who gets on the ball and sprays it around all the time. Again, Sheffield playing a nice game. For a road game, Sheffield Wednesday is absolutely in this match. Looking to change their fortunes, absolutely. Throw in now, Wrexham left side. O'Brien gets the ball. Jimmy Mack all the way back. Lewis Brunt getting caught out, wins the throw, but Cardamatri really close on there. I like the look of Cardamatri. For a young guy, he's exactly what you want. He's full of zip. He's full of eagerness. And he's fresh to it. O'Brien now on the ball, coming forward, doesn't keep the ball. Not the greatest of possession. And Sheffield Wednesday looking for the release all the time. Back to Horvath in net. Again, 11 minutes in, Sheffield Wednesday will be quite happy with what's happening right now. No doubt about it. Scores on the doors as we're going through, just so as you know. In quick time, you keep watching, I'll keep talking. Derby County earlier this morning was a 1-1 tie with Bristol City. Hull City, 0. Blackburn, 3. Great win for Blackburn. They pop out of the danger zone up to 16th in the league, as I said they would. Swansea City were losing 1-0 to Watford earlier. It finishes 1 apiece. Charlton, first loss of the season at home to Leicester City. Leicester City will be quite happy about that. Games going on today. Waiting for the refresher as the scores come in. There we go. The scores are coming in right now. Preston 1-0 up against Ipswich as we speak. There's a good one for Preston. First league meeting between Wrexham and Sheffield Wednesday since the Yorkshire side. Nice play again. Should be a free kick there. Wrexham get the free kick. Lovely play. A little bit too physical there. Wrexham winning the free kick. Phil J. Weston, Wednesday look half decent. If they get the first goal here, this could be a tough afternoon. I absolutely agree. Phil J. Weston is reading what's happening in the play here. If we go a goal down, Sheffield Wednesday will lock it up and do everything to frustrate. And it could be one of those games where the ball bounces off the ball, bounces off the bar, bounces off someone's ass, but just doesn't go in. Free kick now to Wrexham, right side. Matty James on the ball, looking to flight one in, right to left. An out swinger would be exactly what we need, but I totally agree. Phil J. Weston, if they get the first goal, Wrexham is in trouble today. It could be a long, tough afternoon. Matty James now with the ball. Here comes the General's ball. Lovely free kick into the box, far side. Chasing it now. It's going to go all the way out. Unfortunately, nothing doing. Furthermore, scores on the doors. Southampton 0-0, Stoke City. Norwich 0-0, Middlesbrough 0-0, West Brom, Portsmouth, as is Sheffield, Millwall, as is Birmingham, Oxford. But Coventry are 1-0 up against QPR, as you really would expect, yeah? Those are the good scores. And we'll get you some more scores as we go through. Every 15 minutes, we'll get you some scores. A 70s Axminster carpet. That's got me going. I'm wearing a carpet, an Axminster. Love it, love it. Again, I got to say, Sheffield can be quite happy with what they're doing so far. Young team. Wrexham just need to get their foot on the ball, and also just keep winning the free kicks. Don't let it get you down. Don't even freak out when you get a free kick against you. Just keep going. Keep it calm. You can see that Nathan Broadhead's had enough of the grappling and the holding and the clutching and the grabbing. Okay, Mr. O'Brien. Free kick coming in. And yes, Wednesday do look half decent so far. 50-50 right now. The game is 50-50 right now. O'Brien, free kick comes in. Beautiful ball. Get in there, get in there, get in there, get in there. Come on. Yes, there you go. Beautiful. And it's broken. It's broken. That was such a weak goal given up. I tell you what, so weak given up. Kiefer Moore puts it in the back of the net. Lucky, we're 1-0 up. I tell you what, I'll take it. I'll take it. Maria McConnell, Coventry City 1-0. QPR right now. Haji Wright, USA International, scored for Coventry. Way to go, Haji. Lovely. I bet Frank Lampard, the coach, is really happy about that one too. But more happier, 15 minutes in, we're 1-0. Take a look at the goal again. Free kick comes in. O'Brien flights it in. It literally sticks between two players who go flat on their bums for Sheffield, unfortunately. And then Kiefer just sweeps Johnny on the spot. Very fortuitous. Take a look. Very fortuitous. Johnny on the spot. He'll never score an easier goal, but I tell you what, Wrexham need that. Now watch the game go the 2-1 or the 3-1 route. Sheffield Wednesday now in the game, still fighting. But now, let's see where the nerves are. Wrexham have got the first goal. Maybe their nerves are now going to dissipate slightly. Sheffield Wednesday, maybe it's compound. But maybe they get a goal straight away. Phil J. Weston, that'll do. Big smiley face. Absolutely, absolutely. Kiefer Moore, he'll be quite happy. He'll be very happy. He's worked 16 minutes for that goal. And if he gets substituted out at 70 minutes, he'll go away a happy man. Go to training all week, happy man. Another goal there. Big man gets on the back of the score sheet one more time. Whoever thought it was a great idea to put these big writings up on the page that I follow needs a good kick in the gunions. Watch the game as we go. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. Well played, referee. Ball moving forward now. Sheffield Wednesday get it back. I tell you, they're not going away. Sheffield Wednesday's not going away. They'll keep battling. I tell you what, they're resilient. They look very resilient. Maxi Cluth is playing a better game as well. He's got a lot of work to do today, but I tell you what, they will not go away. Phil J. Weston, come on, more. Let's have more. Absolutely, absolutely. When your new trades start putting the ball in the back of the net or start kicking the ball off the line or making the great tackles or whatever they do in their own position, that's what you want to see. Throwing coming in now. Sheffield Wednesday have it live. Left side. Ball down the line. Cross coming in. It does come in. On the spot. Repelled again by Wrexham. Barry Bannon on the edge. Takes a shot. Takes a deflection. And Danny Ward picks it up. Nice and easy. Goes long straight away. Keeping the pressure on Sheffield Wednesday all the way. Wednesday running back and tracking. They do win the ball. But it's hurried back over the top. It's scrappy. It's furious. But it's 1-0 at the racecourse for Wrexham. Ball going out of play. Wrexham get the throw in. Longman picks it up. D. Scott, how you doing? You're back? Absolutely, brother. We're back. We're back. We're back. Had some... we had a black screen this morning. Literally, when I went live at YouTube, the first one this morning, the screen was black. All I had was a little red line. And I'm looking... and it kept asking me for different software, etc., etc. And I'm like, this is not normal. So I did the whole thing over. Within 2 minutes, we were back on screen, back live. And yes, you're back. D. Scott, you're back too, my friend. Kevin McShane, big up to you, my friend. Come on Wednesday. Absolutely. Yes. Wednesday, another big game coming up. Wrexham now, close down the right side, looking good now, like he's awake. Ryan Longman goes past him, skins him alive, looking for the cross now. Cross comes in, beautiful cross, get it in there. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Got to keep it down though, Kiefer. But again, Longman going, skins the defender, round him in a flash. Cross comes in, and Kiefer could have had number 2. Yes. Thank you, Bud. Big up, man. Big up, man. Kevin McShane. Kevin McShane. Kiefer, tell you what, he could have kept that down. Take another look at that replay. He's glancing at it, but I tell you, maybe just a little high. Jumps too early. Kiefer, should be 2-0, son. Can't waste those chances. I'm joking, obviously. You got to have a laugh. You're not having a laugh. You're not having anything. Kiefer's got the big thumb up and the old, yeah. Well done, son. Get that cross in. Get that cross in. I tell you, Sheffield Wednesday are in a match. And bless them. They're working for Pedersen. Hendrik Pedersen on the sideline. He's really working hard right now. He's got his team working. I tell you what, he had him prepared. No foul there. No foul there. Come on, referee. Keep playing. No foul. Well done, referee. Dobson looking for the foul. Never in a million years. George, don't play that game. It's not your strong point. Tackle people, kick people. That's your strong point. Ball now, right side. Sheffield looking to get on this. Taps off. Cross comes in. First time. Beautiful cross. Anybody on the end? Danny Ward drops it. Woohoo! I tell you, the shock, the look of shock on Danny Ward's face as he drops that ball. My life. Can you imagine if he catches that on the goal line and drops it on the goal line? Watch this ball. Watch this ball. Watch this ball. Danny. Oops. And that could have deflected off his toes and gone in the net quite easy. I tell you, Danny gets real lucky there. D. Scott, 629. I miss Moore's goal. Shucks. I tell you what, left-sided free kick over the top from Lewis Brunt. The ball lands literally on the penalty spot. Two Sheffield Wednesday players try to clear it, but they negate each other by falling down practically next to each other. And as they fall down, Kiefer Moore is standing and just literally Johnny on the spot lashes his foot out and just puts the ball right in the left corner low where the keeper can't go. That's exactly how it happened. Fortune. Kelly Miller, big up to you. AP scores that header. Here we go. Oh, I tell you, it could be a breakaway here. And I tell you, great defending. Lewis Brunt, if he had more speed, could have been through. That's one of those points I've been talking about with Wrexham. We do not have lightning speed. That's something we need to start thinking about. Lightning speed. We need lightning speed. If we get players with lightning speed, like that situation with Lewis Brunt, he goes through and scores. Yes, absolutely. Watch again. What happened there? Did his foot lock up in the turf? I tell you what, looks like a little injury there. But hey, nonetheless, 1-0 up, Wrexham after 21 minutes. Tough game. Let's take some scores on the doors. And if you didn't know, scores earlier in this morning, Derby 1-1 with Bristol. Hull City lose at home to Blackburn Rovers 3-0. Swansea 1-1 with Watford. Charlton 0. Leicester 1. Those are results going on right now, 22 minutes in. Preston 1-0 over Ipswich. Keep it going. Wrexham 1-0 over Sheffield Wednesday. Southampton 0-0. Norwich 0-0. West Brom, Portsmouth 0-0. Sheffield Wednesday, Millwall 0-0. Coventry City now 2-0 up. Frank Lampard's team are going great guns at the moment. Haji Wright on 12. Brandon Thomas Asante on 23. Looks like Lampard's boys are going to get another 3 points today. And Birmingham, the Blues, 0-0 with Oxford. If you're watching the game right now, you can see that free kick happening for you as I speak, D. Scott. Nervy times, eh? Nervy times, but what would it feel like if we get scored on right now? Valerie is now limping on the sideline. He's had his bit of treatment. He's back on the field. Bannon now with a free kick. I absolutely agree with this tactic by Sheffield Wednesday. Every free kick needs to be aimed into the box. It's an old tactic, but it's a great tactic. Should be another free kick coming up to Sheffield Wednesday, not given by the referee. A block. Not seen. Again, Bannon trying to get things going, gets the ball back. He's literally played himself into trouble there, but plays himself out of trouble, should get the ball back. Brilliant play by Bannon, but he doesn't go for it. Bannon stopped running where he should have kept on running. He should have kept on running. There's no reason why he should stop running there. Maybe those little legs were not going to get him there. But Kabaki literally played a perfect ball for Bannon to run back on. He played the replay pass, and Bannon doesn't go. Danny Ward now, goal kick. 24 minutes coming up, going to go long. Connor Cleworth running out of the box. I do like the way the line's operating, though, for Wrexham. Very, very straight line at defence. The back three is working perfectly so far. Sheffield now on the ball again, going long. Max de Klerk looks like he's giving away a corner, but no, he doesn't. Along comes Cody, clears up the mess. I'm sure Connor Cody is going to be teaching Cleworth a few little tricks of the trade as time wears on. Sheffield Wednesday got the whole world lining up, warming up on the sideline, as does Wrexham. Substitute City on the sideline. Everybody wants to get close to the action. Everybody wants to get in the action. Don't you? Throw in now. Sheffield into the box. Not the best, but it can be flicked on. Is flicked on and cleared by Wrexham one more time. Nathan Broadhead on the ball. Doesn't go anywhere. Chests it into play. Sheffield Wednesday. Another big throw. I haven't seen Broadhead do anything yet. I'd like to see the tactics of change for him. Utilize his skills in a different area. Why are we chasing the ball like a National League team? We're a championship team. We don't need to be chasing balls. Ball into feet, pass and move, get it going like we know how to play. Massive long throw coming in now. Sheffield Wednesday, halfway in the box. Throw comes in on the centre spot. What a great throw that was. Bannon now redirects it to the right side. Comes back to the central field. Sheffield in possession. Big cross. Far side. Great cross. On the edge of the box. Drops low. Anybody's right now. Shot coming in on net. And goes wide. Goal kick coming up. Sheffield Wednesday. Again, the pressure from Sheffield Wednesday. You have to applaud. They're in this game and they're not going anywhere. Valeri back down on the field again. Again, though, you have to say Sheffield Wednesday, if you're a Sheffield Wednesday fan, you've got to be happy with what you're seeing. You're not out of this game, not by a long shot. And but for a deflection, that troubles Danny Ward in net. Clever play wide. Takes the shot first time. Hits his own man. And then a Wrexham player. Boom. Corner coming in. Lovely corner again. On the edge of the box. Going back out to the kicker. Bannon again on the ball now. Looking to do something. Tricks him. Goes wide. Goes past him. Ball inside. Scramble in the box. Jimmy Mack on the ball. Walks it out of net and clears. And absolutely clears it. Still in play, though. Sheffield Wednesday keeping possession. Playing with everything they've got. Jimmy Mack did apparently Jimmy Mack kicks it out of play for the first time. Sheffield now supplying the pressure. Going down the line. Brilliant pressure. Winning the corner, perhaps? Yes, they do. I tell you what, again, Sheffield Wednesday playing with everything they got. The fans, their fans, roaring them on. They're giving everything they've got. If you're a Wednesday fan, you can be quite happy. Sheffield are doing everything they can. Wrexham, on the other hand, defending resolutely like they have done for quite a few years. That's one thing we've got used to with Wrexham is the counterattack, the defending. And you get kind of very comfortable when you're in defence and when you're sitting in defence. Right now, Bannon with the corner coming in. Again, great corner, dangerous corner, right where someone should be. Nathan Broadhead now gets the ball, takes on two, beats two, passes off. Bad pass. Well and easily intercepted. Nathan Broadhead, I'm going to say it, I'm kicking him up the butt. He needs to pick it up. Palmer, great interception, though. Lewis Brunt looking good on the right side of defence as he has so far all season, and I'm glad to see him there. Last year, I wasn't sure whether he was going to make it this year, but he's done very well. Another Leicester City product. Enticing Sheffield to come forward now, to bring the press forward, to open up the gaps. Cleworth now. Off to Georgie Dobson. Georgie Dobson, wide side, should be in the middle. Now Wrexham's turn to get on the ball. Start to use the space. Break Sheffield down. Go left, go right. Find that hole. Eventually, Nathan Broadhead will start sinking with players around him. But when he does start to sink and those little moves he plays come off, you'll see a big improvement. Right now, he's trying to find his feet with his team. Probably doing a little bit too much in areas where he normally wouldn't go. And that's when you got a player that's really trying to impress and trying to prove himself, not just to the team, but also to the fans and also to the coach. Nathan's probably doing a little bit too much, like I say, in other areas. Focus on what you're good at. Get up front. Stay there. Once he gets something happening, we'll see that quality shine through. Again, Wrexham now, moving the ball left to right. Cleworth on the ball, right side. Comes back in the middle, gives the tic-tac-toe. Connor Cody back to Danny Ward. It's all very nice. It's all very pretty. It's keeping Wrexham in the game. Again, 1-0 up, 29 minutes gone, coming up to 30 minutes. Kiefer Moore, a scrappy goal, but any goal is a good goal in the Championship. Wrexham moving the ball quite well now. O'Brien back to Cody. Cody over to Brunt. Brunt now moving forward over the halfway line. Drops off for O'Brien. What's O'Brien going to do? Takes a look. Short pass. Give and go. Wrexham moving it fast. Beautiful play. Looks for the shot. Shot coming in. Rebound. 2-0. There we go. Keith Moore's got his second goal. Tell you what. Goalkeeper. Wow. 2-0. I tell you what, that'll do. If we have a big score today, we're going to start going up the rankings. If we win 2 or 3-0, we maybe get to 16, 17, 15 to 17, somewhere in the league. But I tell you what, 2-0 up, things are looking much better. Rub the badge. Horvath in goal. I tell you what, he wants that one back. Watch this again. George Dobson shoots on net. And I don't know what Horvath's trying to do with that. But that is some terrible goalkeeping. Hands right in front of his body. Look at this. Hands in front of his body. He's doing nothing with that. How about put your body behind it? That's what you're supposed to do. Goalkeeping error, 2-0. We don't care. But Sheffield Wednesday fans will be quite unhappy about that one. Let's be honest. That's a goalkeeping error. That's really killed the game. 2-0. Not over for Sheffield. But 2-0. Much better for Wrexham. And really, can you say Wrexham's really dominated the game? No, they've just done what they had to do. They've made those little mistakes disappear in defence. They're keeping it together. Midfield hasn't flowed like it normally does. But when you 2-0 up, can you really complain? I don't think so. Referee's keeping the game moving. Free kick coming up Sheffield Wednesday. But again, Kiefer Moore is the man. And he's looking for a hat-trick. 15:31. Does he get a hat-trick before half-time? Hendrik Pedersen, coach, you have got a hell of a day ahead of you. You got a hell of a season ahead of you. And unfortunately, your owner, Mr. Jefferson Chanzuri, is the main architect of the misery at Sheffield Wednesday over the last few years and into the future. They need to get him gone. The club needs to sell. And they need someone to come in with deep pockets to resurrect this club. Sheffield Wednesday now coming through. Free kick against Wednesday. I offer just a little too physical, but you know what? He wasn't that physical. Referee could let some things go, don't you think? Longman now, right side, gets tackled, keeps the ball, goes inside. He's beat his man once again, takes a shot on net. And Horvath fumbles again. I tell you what, is he going to fumble everything that goes at him? I tell you what, if I was Phil Parkinson, I'd be telling everybody, rain the shots down on that keeper. If he's got butterfingers, keep shooting. That wasn't even the hardest shot. And again, look at that spillage. Anybody in front of the keeper there, that's 3-0. Rain the shots in, people. Rain the shots in. Are you having a good time, people? Are you loving the scoreline? And I'm talking Wrexham fans, the family. Are you having a good time? I'm having a good time. I said 2-1, 3-1. Remember? In actual fact, I said 2-1 to Wrexham. It could be more, is what I said. And when I say we're going to win, we normally do, don't we? So, there we go. Ball over the top. Kiefer Moore now. Does he beat the keeper? Well, look at that. Horvath can absolutely catch it. Good set of hands, buddy. D. Scott, a mistake by the replacement goalkeeper. Sheffield Wednesday fans must be dying inside. Absolutely, my man. Absolutely. They lost Charles this week, their major keeper. Big shoulder injury. They need him back. He's decent. He's decent. Every keeper has a bad game. Got a little nut here. Danny Ward going long. 2-0 up. He must be enjoying his day so far. I can honestly say the two major times we've gone forward, we've scored. Offside. That should be offside. Is it onside? Offside now? Still onside. Ball comes across. Keeper's got it. It's waved down. Is he waving it down for offside? Indeed he is. And I can see a few Patagonia shirts in the crowd. I do like the Patagonia shirt. Do you like the Patagonia shirt? Just asking you as we go through. And if you're a Wednesday fan, the Patagonia shirt is a shirt that's blue and white stripes. And they are horizontal stripes, yes? Not perpendicular. Can you imagine how Phil Parkinson is feeling right now? The job's not even half done, but he must be able to relax slightly, not totally, but slightly, that a result is coming his way. Like I say, this result takes Wrexham up the table. We'll be talking about that at halftime, and we'll be talking about that at the post-game, because we're going to put a post-game together as per usual. Sheffield Wednesday moving forward. It's scrappy. It's cleared again, and Wrexham repel it. Bannon now keeps possession for Wednesday. Wednesday down the right side. Still in this game, haven't given up. And credit to Sheffield Wednesday. They're absolutely trying to stay in this game. My fear, ball over the top, easy capture for Ward. My fear for Wednesday is that by trying to stay in the game, they'll compound it and go further behind. Eric F. Yes, Patagonia shirt works. Big up, Eric F. How you doing, my friend? Patagonia shirts, I love them. I love them. I've got one coming. And I'm just watching Barry Bannon right now for a second, guys. He's got so many responsibilities today, Mr. Bannon, that I tell you what, he's taking on too much work, and I don't think he's going to get the job done today. Great little player in his day, Barry Bannon. Few big clubs, Aston Villa, one of the clubs he was with. Scottish international as well. But I don't think today is going to be his day. But yes, the Patagonia shirts, I love them. I love them. I love them. Does he get a hat-trick before half-time? Kiefer Moore, does he get the hat-trick? George Dobson calling for the ball there. I mean, really, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do calling for the ball there? You're playing everybody into trouble. Get it long. There we go. Inside. Go wide. Beautiful play. There's Mr. Longman one more time. Now watch him. Beautiful play. One more time. I'll tell you what, exceptional defending by Barry Bannon. Exceptional defending. Exceptional. Brilliant. Nathan Broadhead, stop pissing around. Get the ball across. Hesitation kills you. He's hesitating too many times. Broadhead needs to be direct and play his game. And as I say, stop pissing around. Literally, stop pissing around. He had the chance to get the ball in way earlier. He could have passed it off to Longman and kept possession. Longman could have put the ball in. So, again, Nathan's trying to do too much to impress. He needs to just relax in his boots and play his own game. Kiefer, well-bodied. Kiefer Moore using the body really well there. Connor Cody back to Ward. Not the best back pass. Come on, Connor, pick it up. Them legs are getting old. 32 years of age. Come on, Sonny. Maxi Cluth down the line now, looking to go inside. Goes inside. Passes off. Should have gone right side. Making life hard there for Broadhead. 2-on-1. Wrexham now looking to get the ball back. Sheffield Wednesday keeping possession. Back to Horvath and nets. In he goes long. And oosted back up top. Sheffield clear it. A game of tennis right now. Ball up in the air. Just not with the head, with the feet. Valerie on the ball right now, looking to go down the line. As he does. Well played by Connor Cody. Heads the ball inside. Lewis Brunt picks up the mess. Jimmy Mack, I should say, picks up the mess. Lewis Brunt looking to operate through midfield. Goes through. Lovely ball. Right side. Longman now. Come on, Ryan. Go down the line. Go down the line. Cross comes in. Brilliant cross. Get on the end of that one. I tell you what, that cross was the perfect cross for Kiefer Moore's hat-trick. Keep those crosses raining in Ryan Longman. Eventually, you'll see Ryan Barnett in the second half doing the same thing. But Longman playing a decent game so far. Louis O'Brien gets the ball back to Jimmy Mack. Jimmy Mack now passes off. Connor Cody. Sorry, Dobson over to Cleworth. Cody was stepping inside. Longman now goes for the give and go. Doesn't get the give and go. Does get the give and go. Ball inside. Nobody on it. Lovely play again. Wrexham are coming alive now. The plays are happening. Is it a case that Sheffield Wednesday are dropping their head slightly 2-0 down, thinking that another result's going against them, and Wrexham are on the ball, coming into the ascendancy? It's easier to be on the attack than it is in defence. Your legs get sapped when you're in defence. You're running around, you're hustling. When you're in the ascendancy and you're playing the ball around, everything's just too easy. Wrexham literally have taken the sting out of the game with those 2 goals and now can operate at will. Lovely play there. One ball inside now. Kiefer Moore takes it inside, doesn't get it back. Should have took the ball with you, Kiefer. You might have had a shot. Brilliant tackle coming in there. Maxi Cleworth dynamites right through him. Lewis Brunt now gets on the ball. Maxi Cleworth now. Back to Louis Brunt. Back to Cleworth. Down to Longman. Inside. Cross comes in. Goes long side. Wrexham still in possession. Jimmy Mack on the ball. Looks for the give and go. 36 years of age. Jimmy Mack doing a great job. Ball comes inside. George Dobson now passes over. Maxi Cleworth now. Cleworth over to Longman. Go, Ryan. Take him on. You've got him all day long. You've got him all day long. Beautiful ball in the middle. Over the bar. That could have been a lovely own goal. And I tell you what, Ryan Longman has got his defender beat all day long. All day long. How many crosses has Ryan put in? Watch the way he tears past this defender. Not a chance. Weak defending. It'd be lovely to see that cop in the background, don't you think? Lovely to see that cop when it actually gets done. Lewis O'Brien now with the corner. On that AC Milan football field. Ball coming in. Nice one, Lewis. Centre spot. Beautiful. In it goes. Oh, I tell you, nearly 3-0. Oh, I tell you. So close. So close. 3-0 right on the lip there. 41 minutes in. Keith could have had it. Could have had it. He's smiling. He's having a great time. Take another look at that one. There's absolutely no free kick there. There's absolutely no free kick there. But I would say Keitha was very close to getting his 3rd goal. He's enjoying life. That would have been beautiful to have put that away. Maybe he gets another chance before half-time. Maybe. Ball going long. Horvath. Sheffield Wednesday keeper goes into Wrexham territory halfway in. Sheffield pick up the ball going forward. Nothing doing one more time. No connection. That final third, that final pass, the final quality just hasn't been there. Ball over the top now. Kiefer Moore gets it one more time going forward. Nothing doing. I sometimes think the ball over the top situation is a good idea, but when it ends up like that, not so. Sheffield now on the edge of the box looking to take the shot. Shot comes in. Easy into the arms of Danny Ward. Danny hasn't been troubled so far today. That one cross that zipped across the box, and Ike Ugbo up there, up front, can't get the shot off. Remember, that guy came from Chelsea back in the day, Ike Ugbo, just going through for Sheffield Wednesday. He gets the shot off, but not much on. Kiefer takes a shot over the bar. Yes, he's running himself a little bit ragged. But hey, he's having fun. Phil Parkinson not too happy about that last play. Sees that maybe as a wasted play. "44 minutes coming up. Scores on the doors as we go through. 44 minutes coming up. Scores on the doors as we go through. Ipswich still 1-0 down. Wrexham 2-0 up. 0-0s between Stoke City and Southampton. Middlesbrough have gone 1 ahead at Norwich. West Brom 1, Portsmouth 0. Sheffield 0. It's bad for Sheffield. Millwall 1. Coventry City 5. QPR 0. It's not even full time. How high is that score going to be? And Birmingham have gone 1-0 up against Oxford United. We'll talk about this. But Sung Hyo on 40 minutes puts Birmingham 1-0 up. And Coventry 5-0 at halftime. My. How high is that going to go? And can Coventry get into the Premier League? They're literally looking like a playoff team, but can they get into the Premier League? Wrexham now on the ball. Jimmy Mack goes long, left side, into the box. All the way out for a goal kick on the far right side. Nice play, Jimmy Mack. Two minutes added time, and we'll see what's going on. 2 minutes added time, and I will be taking a 60-second break at halftime, but not for a little while anyway. But right now, 2-0 up. Things are looking good. I'm kind of getting used to those scoreboards behind the goal, but I certainly would love to see the cop back in place. What do you think about that design, the brick cop design? Do you like that design? Is it your design, or would you sooner see the rest of the stadium be the same on the cop end? Brick end. I don't know. It looks good to me, but it would look better with people in behind that goal. That's what I'm saying. Only time will tell. Sheffield Wednesday moving to the right side with the ball. Could be one of the last attacks in this first half. Ball down the right side. He will make it. He will make it. He does make it. Keeps possession. Wednesday now looking to get the ball in. They don't get it in. They keep funneling the ball, recycling it, going down the right side one more time. Now he gets the cross in. Decent cross coming in. That should have been in. That should have been in. That should have been in. Great chance there. Kadamatri coming through. Walks away. Looks at his colleague and says, how could you miss? Look at this beautiful ball. It's absolutely perfect. He's timed it, but doesn't get onto it. And like I say, Kadamatri doesn't look kindly at that miss. He's telling him, get it on target. Maybe Kabaki gets the next one on Soppy. I sometimes look at Phil Parkinson, love the guy, but sometimes when you look at the way he's watching the match, do you think he's having a good time or a bad time? Big foul coming up there. Really scrappy through the middle, physical play, and eventually Wrexham come up with a free kick. Referees keeping control of this game very well. Barry Bannon and George Dobson having a little bit of a chin wag with each other. And you can see why, because they're both kicking at each other. But they're both scrapping for the ball. So, hey, fair dues, fair play. Nothing gained, nothing lost. Free kick coming up for Wrexham. Is this the time for Kiefer Moore? Louis O'Brien, are you looking for Kiefer Moore? Ball comes in. That's a lovely ball, but that's really too far for anybody to do anything with. Lewis, centre spot, my friend. Centre spot. There we go. There we go. Half-time. Half-time. 2-0. Did you think it was going to be 2-0 at half-time? I tell you what, bloody lovely, yeah? Phil J. Weston in the chat. We look good in attack, but still a bit ropey at the back. Yeah, we do. This would now set up the situation. We're going to look at the scores and things happening at half-time. Right now, though, this is the time where you got to think Callum Doyle time. Do we let him sit for the next 45 minutes, or do we bring him on? You're 2-0 up. It's looking a little ropey, just like Phil J. Weston says, as you've all seen, some reason. But yeah, interesting. Callum Doyle, do we bring him in? I'd say bring him in. What you got to lose? You could wait for 60 and then bring it in. Let's bring you some stats. 55% to 43% on possession. 8 shots, 5 on target for Wrexham. 4 shots, 1 on target for Sheffield Wednesday. Defence 6 tackles to 4, 5 interceptions to 3 in favour of Wrexham, 2 blocks to 1 in favour of Wrexham, 12 clearances to 7 in favour of Wrexham. Passing percentage 84% for Wrexham, 73% Sheffield Wednesday. In attack 62%, Wrexham 68% in attack, Sheffield Wednesday. 3 fouls to 6 in favour of Sheffield Wednesday, 6 fouls, 1, 2, 1 for Sheffield Wednesday. So there you go. There's some of the stats. But again, Callum Doyle, I'd say, let's bring him in. You got nothing to lose right now. The game is set. Eric F, put Doyle in. There you go. There's another one. Just agreeing with you right now, Eric. Bring him in. Put him in. You've got nothing to lose in this match right now. We can all see what is happening in this match. You can all see the pattern of play. You can all literally predict where this is going. Yeah? So if you can see the pattern of play and you can predict where it's going, put Doyle in. If you want to wait for the third goal, fine. And if you want to wait for 60 minutes, fine. But at 60 minutes, bring him in. The fans are baying. They want to see this new hero, this new young gun. They want him in there. D. Scott, I say no way Parky puts Doyle in before 70. And I know where you're coming from. I know where you're coming from. D. Scott 6629. I know where you're coming from. Absolutely. We've all said about Parky and his substitutions like early, late. They come in too late, yeah? No way he puts him in before 70. You know, Park is pragmatic. We get that. And I can see that happening, actually, that he doesn't do it before 70. But for a defender, I think bring him in for 60. That's what I'd say. That's what I'd say. Eric F., if our defense had been perfect, let Doyle sit for a bit more. But it hasn't been perfect. That's another good point. That's another good point. Absolutely. The defense hasn't been perfect. And we have been under the rock. And things have looked a little shaky. Danny Ward has one drop. Bounce off his toe. Could have gone in the net. It bounces back into his hands. There's all things that you could really crimp and change, yeah? But if I had the choice, and I'm not Parky, I'd be bringing Doyle in. I really would. I'd be bringing Doyle in, and I'd bring him in right from the halftime. I'd say, you know what? Someone's going to move out. George Dobson, take a rest. Cleworth, stay where you are. Cody, stay where you are. Lewis Brunt, go in midfield. Take George Dobson's place for the second half. Legs. Georgie's legs are going to get long in the second half. So, Brunty midfield. He can play the central defence in midfield. Not a problem. Cleworth on the right. Connor Cody in the middle. And we'll put Callum Doyle on the left side. That's how I'd set it up. At least by 60 minutes. And as DS Scott says, I say no way Parky puts Doyle in before 70. You might be right there. Paulie Phelps coming in says, you mentioned in pre-show we keep dropping games late due to old legs. What should Parky do today to keep ahead, especially if Wednesday can bring it to 2-1 early in the second half? Literally, I think the little change what I said there for the second half, I'd literally bring Doyle in and put Mr. Brunt, Lewis Brunt, in George Dobson's place. If not by 60 minutes, by half-time. I think the signs are there with George that those legs do get long in the second half. He's heavy. I think he needs to get light. If you take a look at the way he moves around the field, he's literally hunkering around the field. He doesn't flow across the field. He doesn't glide across the field. He has to battle himself and carry himself all the way through. That takes a lot of energy out of that big man. So I'm saying, get Lewis Brunt in there, sit George at 60, at least 60, if not 45, and put Doyle on the left side. That's what I'd be doing, Paul. Other than that, I think maybe up front, you could make another forward change, bring Sammy Smith in for Nathan if Nathan doesn't start producing. You don't want Nathan to get into a situation where his form is flatlining. You want him to be happy. You want his confidence up there. You want him to have that self-esteem in his own game. So there's little change by bringing Sammy Smith in for maybe a 20-minute cameo in the second half. That really could help out. But again, we've got enough bullets up front to bring forwards in and forwards out. And if you didn't know, Paulie Mullin did score today, thanks to Maria McConnell, who said that early. Paulie McConnell, another of our strikers, still one of our strikers, scores today for Wigan in the 87th minute. So Paulie Mullin, Super Paulie Mullin, just letting you know, gets goals in him today. Now, looking at the table and what we want to see. The results, as you know, you've got them in there. Half-timers, Preston 1-0, Ipswich. Wrexham 2-0 over Sheffield Wednesday. Stoke and Southampton 0-0 at St Mary's. Norwich 0, Middlesbrough 2. West Brom 1-0 over Portsmouth. Sheffield United losing against Millwall 1-0. Coventry City 5-0. Going to get you the scores on that one. Haji Wright, US International 12 and 37. Brandon Thomas Asante on 23. And Jack Rudoni on 35 and 43. 5-0 up. What do you think QPR are going to say to their coach after this match? And Birmingham 1-0 up. And that was Park Seung-ho on 40. And Oxford are not a bad team, but they're having a tough time. They're having a real tough time. One more time. Bringing the stats on the game so far, guys, as we're talking. 7 shots on target for Wrexham. 7 shots, 4 on target. 56% possession. 207 passes. 84% pass accuracy. 3 fouls, 2 offsides. And it says 1 corner. Well, I've counted more than 1 corner for Wrexham. So again, some of these stats counters. Hello. Sheffield Wednesday, 4 shots, 1 on target. Possession, 44%. 161 passes. 160 of those passes have come from Barry Bannon. I'm joking, obviously, but he is their playmaker. 72% accuracy on the passing and 2 corners. Looking at the table, Middlesbrough right now are on top with 9 points. West Brom, who slapped us, are second. So these losses are now starting not to feel so bad, yeah? Not so bad at all. So West Brom in second on 9 points, perfect so far. Coventry City in third on 7. Stoke City in fourth on 7. And Birmingham in fifth on 7. Preston rounding out your top 6 on 7. Bottom 3, Sheffield, and Oxford in your bottom 3. Sheffield Wednesday in the bottom of the league. Right now, Sheffield United next to that and Oxford United after that. Just above the bottom 3, just above the bottom 3 with Oxford is QPR, who are losing 5-0. Wrexham have gone from 21st in the league up to 16. I said we'd finish 15, 16 or 17 if we get a good win. If we can get more goals, just to let you know, right now, Wrexham is on 0 goals, 5 goals scored, 5 goals against. If we can get another goal or 2, we possibly could go up to 15 and go ahead of Blackburn Rovers. So that's how it sits right now. But Parkinson will be quite happy with that. There's no doubt about it. And yes, like I say, right now, if we can keep this going, we will move up to 15th, possibly by the end of play. That's the hope. That's the hope. Okie dokie. Guys, I'm going to take a quick 60-second break. Stay with me. And when I come back, we'll be lining ourselves up for the second half. And we're going to stick around for the post-game as well. But stick around, 60-second break. Everybody deserves 60 seconds. Just 60 seconds. So stay with me. Don't drop off. And I'll be right back. But yeah, I am wearing the lovely Aviva. The Aviva shirt. So 60-second, guys. I'll be right back. Right on, guys. Back in. Woo. Whew, I tell you, I had to run up down 3 flights of stairs. 3 flights of stairs. Woo! I tell you, mate. I tell you. Eric F. back into the chat. Very curious now to see what Parky does with his substitutes, especially Doyle. I think D. Scott is right. He won't bring him in until 70 at least. Absolutely, absolutely. You know, Parky is so pragmatic, and how can we argue? Yeah, over the last few years, he's got everything right. Bada boom, bada bing. But I got a feeling, DS Scott, he's laughing his ass off right now. I got a feeling he might well be right, 70 minutes in. If we get another goal, I think there's nothing to stop that happening. I think that if Parky needs some confidence boosting to say, yes, I'll bring him in now, I do think that I think a goal may force his hand. Wrexham get another goal, it forces his hand. If they don't get that goal, then yeah, Scotty, 70 minutes in. Digging this, how you doing, brother? Hey, Steve, I made it. Sorry, I'm late. 2-0, halftime. Whoop, whoop, absolutely. I don't know if it was Digging This that came in last year in one of the games, and it was like, as soon as you came in, we scored. So hopefully you're another lucky omen, my friend, but welcome back in, Digging This. Remember, I know everybody in this channel. Like, as soon as I see your names, I get an absolute damn buzz. So just know that. Like, I so look forward to seeing your names in the chat. It's like you're sitting right next to me watching the game. It really gives me a buzz, guys. It really does. And remember, we don't do this for money. We're not monetized. Boom, game is live. Wrexham kicking off. Nathan's little boot gets us underway. There's a lot of people not in their seats right now. They're getting their pies. They're having a beer. Maybe they're having a scotch or a rum or something more warm. Ball comes in the box. Horvath fumbles again. That's 3 times Horvath has fumbled. Digging this? Yeah, man. Absolutely. So is Kiefer going to get a hat-trick? Is he getting the hat-trick? That ball went out, didn't it? Did that ball go out? Obviously not. Linesmen don't make mistakes, do they? Not a chance. Sheffield Wednesday now still in the game, but you got to feel, no disrespect, and I mean this with all respect, but I have much respect for Sheffield Wednesday, the way they've operated in this match, the way they still are operating in this match, because you can clearly see that the future is not going to be good. Them fans deserved a lot better treatment with this club over the last few years, but you can see the decline of this club. And I say, I'm applauding and I'm totally respecting Sheffield Wednesday for the way they're still playing in this game and still operating. They're 2-0 down and they're playing like it's 0-0. And that you have to commend. You have to respect. And all week long, you've been hearing about Wrexham fans throwing mucho respeto, much respect to Sheffield Wednesday fans all week long. Ball now. Up front, can Kiefer get there? No, it's intercepted just in time. The one thing I love about Kiefer is if you notice when something just doesn't come off, like he just doesn't get to a ball or he just doesn't head that ball in, he jumps up and down on the spot like, oh. You watch him, he just jumps up and down on the spot. Oh. It's quite funny. It's a little characteristic of Kiefer Moore. I've watched it over the years. And when something doesn't come off, he just jumps up and down on the spot. You watch it happen. Let me know when you see it. And he has a little bit of a in his face, like, you'll see it. Anyhow, 47 minutes in. The general on the ball gets the tackle in, wins the ball, throws the ball down the line. I don't think anyone's getting that one. No, they don't. Barry Bannon comes up with it, picks up the scraps, moves around now. Doing what he does best, moves with the ball, operating in midfield. Danny Ward slogs it out of the box. Brian brings it down beautifully now. The general passes it off. General gets it back. The general, Matty James, by the way. Lewis Brunt now takes on the ball. Going very well. Passes off, give and go to Lewis Brunt. Go. Oh, that should have been so much quicker, Kiefer. Lewis Brunt was clean through on goal with the right pass there. Ball now, Longman crosses in. Lovely little cross there. Again, I like what Longman brings. I like what we're doing down the right side. Maxi Cloth steadies the ship. Beautiful play there. Lewis Brunt now through the middle. I want to see more out of Lewis Brunt. I don't want to see these sideways passes. I want to see something like where he's testing the offense. Yeah, come on. We played big money for big passes. Let's have some big passes, Lewis. George Dobson now coming through the middle. Jimmy Mack, 36 years of age, doing very well. Cuts inside. Passes off to the wide side. Beautiful play, Jimmy Mack. Longman now looking to get that ball in again. Is it 3-0 coming up? Taps off. The general, cute little chip on the edge of the box. Brunt now lays off. Way over the top. It's not going to happen like that. Nice idea. Bad attempt. Way to go, Kiefer. Excuse me. It's 6-0 Coventry against QPR. Can you believe it? It's 6-0 Coventry over. I tell you, it's going to be a very, very bad day. 47 minutes in, Victor Torp makes it 6-0 for Coventry. How big is that score going to be? I'm going to say 8. Let's say 8. Let's go for 8, yeah? 6-0 Coventry right now. Wowza. Going to be. I'm going to say 8. Let's say 8. Let's go for 8. Yeah. 6-0 Coventry right now. Wowza. Okay, come on, rub the badge, everybody. Rub the badge. Let's have another goal. Let's get some goals. I'm seeing different things with Sheffield Wednesday right now. That long ball over the top. They weren't doing the long ball over the top from the back line like that before the game. Hence, are they slowly finding their way out of this game? There's a cute little angle in the TV of a mum and a daughter in the crowd. Very cool to see. Okay, Horvath with the ball now on the back line. See where this goes. You know what? It was just a matter of time before things were going to get picked off. Wrexham has the ball. Beautiful play. Tap off. That should have been passed off. My life. George Dobson, are you blind, son? Criminal. That should have been passed off. I mean, where's your head, George? Look at him. Lewis Brunt, acres of space, wide open. George Dobson, man. Should have been laid off. That would have been 3-0. And then in comes Callum Doyle. And then D. Scott doesn't have it right at 70 minutes, but he probably will be right because we're 20 minutes away from it. And no Callum Doyle for us. Man on. It's really tight in there. No space. It's scrappy. You could call it no time zone at all because everybody's got no second on the ball. Even Ike Ukbo, who normally doesn't hustle, is hustling for the ball. Louis Brunt now looking to get it going. Jimmy Mack, what you going to do? Down the line. Beautiful ball in the middle. Kiefer taps off. Not the best ball, but a good idea. There's a big tackle coming up. And it was a big tackle. Sheffield now moving forward. Ugbo's probably going to get called for the foul. Stays alive. Referee keeps it alive. Sheffield on the edge of the box. Shot comes in. Well tackled. Corner coming up to Sheffield Wednesday. Like Lewis Brunt might have picked something up there. But Ike Ugbo gets something off there for Sheffield Wednesday. He hasn't really had much to operate with, Ugbo, today. Everything that he's had has been something like a half chance, just like that. So no clear-cut chance for Ike Ugbo, Sheffield Wednesday. What he has had has been very sparingly little. Hence, there's no score for Sheffield Wednesday so far. Give them credit, though. They're still battling away, 2-0 down. Clever little play. Comes back. Cross comes in. Barry Bannon now takes a shot. And that should be another corner coming up to Sheffield Wednesday. Sustained and a little hope for the Wednesday fans. 6-0 Coventry, hey? Wow. QPR, mate. Would you want to be a QPR? Man, oh man, oh man. No, thank you. I don't think I would be. Not at all. Middlesbrough 2-0 up at Norwich. Things are going well for Middlesbrough. Corner coming in. Bannon now. Beautiful corner. That's a beautiful corner. Cleared. Repelled by Wrexham one more time. On the edge of the box. Not so. Comes back to the far side. Bannon gets another bite at it. Beautiful cross. I tell you, Maxi Cleworth, brilliant header. Brilliant header by Maxi Cleworth. Cleworth's having a bit of a day today. Better performance. Seems like he's in the game. Head's in there. Working hard. But again, you're playing Sheffield Wednesday. You're not playing Sheffield United, Southampton, per se. West Brom, per se. Throw comes in. Big throw. Dangerous throw. Heads on, heads out. Comes back to the thrower. Lovely take. Cross comes in. Nice cross. I tell you what. Continued pressure from Wednesday. Ugbo getting closer with each attempt. Take a closer look. When that comes at you and you replay. Did you think that's a corner? Bannon now. One more time. Beautiful corner in there. No one on the end of it again. Sheffield Wednesday lose possession. Wrexham now pushing forward. What can happen? Broadhead now goes for the long pass. That is a bad ball. That's a bad ball by Broadhead. Right idea. Right idea. Just didn't get the execution off. Again, like I say, sometimes you get a guy come onto your team. He's new. He's trying so hard just to impress and do a good job and fit in. And sometimes you do too much. Stick in your zone. Do your own job. Don't worry about the pressure. It'll work out. If he just sticks to his game, does his own thing, he'll look a lot better. Because you can see, you really can see it's playing on his head with every move that doesn't come off. But again, give it time. Early days. Things have got to gel. Wrexham have not gelled as a team yet, but you can see the signs are there. And it's going to be a long season. You have to admit. And I wouldn't want it any other way. This is reality, people. Wrexham AFC from Wales in the Championship, highest level that we've ever been at, are in reality world. From Wales in the Championship, highest level that we've ever been at, are in reality world. This is reality. You got to love it. You've got to love it. You've got to embrace it. This is the real world now. Everything we get, we got to fight for. Remember, we got a big target on our backs. But this is reality. And right now, the scoreline is a big reality of what we've done today in this match and how we've kept it tight at the back. And the key to this league is excellence. Take your chances and have decent defense. You get done. You get done in. You make a little mistake. You don't score, you're going to get scored on. Sheffield Wednesday had a few early little sporadic chances where it might have happened. They didn't get it done. Wrexham scored. It's over. It's that simple in this league. The excellence has to be on par every single match. 9 shots to 8 so far, as you can see on your screens. Pretty even game, but it's finishing. Well, that's what matters in this league. You've got to finish. Right now, 60 minutes coming up. Parky hasn't made any substitutions. He's quite happy right now. Would you make a substitution right now if you use Parky? The man I feel sorry for is Peterson, the coach, because he's going to have one hell of a season. And Sheffield Wednesday, like I say, right now, the way it looks, they probably will head to League One. And that's after 3 matches. They need to really turn this thing upside down. Man with the brace on the field, down on his bum, getting some attention. Kiefer Moore, having a little look at his foot. Doesn't seem to be too much in distress. And so far, 2-0 on the day. 2-0 on the day. West Brom 1, Portsmouth 1. Portsmouth getting back into things. 56 minutes in, Colby Bishop ties it up. And hey, that won't be good for West Bromwich Albion. 1-0 up. Now 6 minutes in, Colby Bishop ties it up. And hey, that won't be good for West Bromwich Albion. 1-0 up. Now 1 apiece. Otherwise, everything stays the same as we're down. Preston 1-0 over Ipswich. Wrexham 2-0 over Sheffield Wednesday. Southampton 0-0 with Stoke. Norwich 0, Middlesbrough 2. West Brom 1-1 with Portsmouth, as I just let you know. Sheffield United 0, Millwall 1, still as. Coventry 6-0. How high is that going to go over QPR? And Birmingham 1-0 so far over Oxford. Let's see what happens. Sheffield with the throw down the line, coming forward. Can't get forward. Another interception coming off. Well done, Maxi Cleworth. Again, referee looking very smart on that. Could have played the advantage. Should have played the advantage. But hey, you know, slows down the play low, makes a big little. It's a little foul. It's not a big foul. Look, take a look. Yeah, foul, but hey, come on. Wrexham get the ball straight back. Play advantage. Into the chat. Paul Phelps, Steve. Yours is the best of the Wrexham watch-alongs on YouTube. Anything we can do to help you promote your channel this season? Hey, you let me know how you want me to promote me, Paul. Any chance? All I'll say this much is anybody that wants to help this channel, do so. And it's funny that you say that, Paul, because I had a premonition last night, actually, and I was going to say, I'm going to look for a guy that can be my highlights guy, i.e. someone in the video world that wants to get in touch with me. And you grab the videos, I load them up into the reel and produce the videos at this end, etc., etc. So someone who loves to do highlights, soccer highlights, anybody loves to do soccer highlights, get in touch with me. And in touch with me is at FIFA's Cup Gmail. FIFA, 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 S Cup, SCUP, FIFA's Cup, FIFA, SC. up@gmail.com. It's getting scrappy in front of the goal. I tell you, oh my life, what a great save. What a great save. Holy bloody moly. I tell you what, Danny Ward, that's why you pay the money. No, get him in for nothing. Get him in for millions, whatever. It doesn't matter. That's why you get a guy in. That hand, Danny Ward's hand went up, bang, saves it. Beautiful. It was scrappy in front of goal. No one really got control of the moment. Jimmy Mack slips on his arse, goes sideways, the shot, and Danny Ward is standing in the right spot at the right time. And notice how he fumbled the ball as well. Watch this save. Watch the save. Bang. Where's the ball go? On the dirt again. Hey, I tell you. But back to Paul Phelps again. Yeah. Anybody that wants to promote and help the channel, fifascup@gmail.com. The email, FIFASCUP@gmail.com. Get in touch with me there. And we can discuss whatever you want. But I guess what I'm saying is I don't do this for money. I do this for us. I do it out of the fun of it. And I get a blast. Like I say, I know all your names. I know all your names, guys. Every time I see your name, I get a buzz because I've been talking to you for what, 1, 2, 3 seasons now? And it's been a slow evolution with this channel as well. I didn't just jump to the live watch-alongs. I started with doing the simple produced videos, the short ones, bad ones. You get better, you produce more, you hone your skills and things get better. But yeah, you want to help out anybody, fifascup@gmail.com. Get in there. And thank you very much, by the way, Paul, for the compliment. I'm going to read that again because it's nice to hear that. And if it's nice to hear it, I hope that algorithms somewhere can get something off this Bannon now can't get his shot. No. Free kick coming up. No. Referee keeps it alive. Kiefer Moore gets the ball. Gets the free kick. No. Referee is calling nothing. He must be a hockey ref right now. Cross coming in, Sheffield Wednesday on the edge of the box, and it's in the back of the net. 2-1. There you go, Barry Bannon. What a great finish. What a great little finish. I tell you what, I told you on the head of this, if anything's going through with Sheffield Wednesday, it's coming through Barry Bannon. I tell you what, he's played a fantastic game. The wee man, the Scotsman, Barry Bannon, has played a fantastic game so far for Sheffield Wednesday. They're not out of this. They're not out of this. I tell you what, 63 minutes, our legs getting a little bit tired. Are people not keeping up? Who's not in the mix? See where George Dobson is? Look at George Dobson on the edge of the box, bringing his ass home way late. And I was talking about George Dobson in the pregame. Go to the pregame. Go to the pregame and check the pregame out. I said about legs, substitutions, and I talked about it for about a good 5 minutes. And who's on the edge of the box? Not even there? George. Okay? Just saying. Just saying. Now we got a game. Sheffield Wednesday, do they grow in this ascendancy right now with the confidence of that goal? Because they've been working their asses off, haven't they? That ball's out. That ball's out. That ball's out. How could you? What? That ball looked like it was out. Bannon on the edge of the box again now. The man that makes everything happen for Sheffield Wednesday. If anything's going to happen, it's going to happen through Bannon. He gets the ball back again. Little cross over the top. Mac clears it. O'Brien hoofs it out. Wrexham needs to reset here. People need to start working. There's people not in the slots. We are sleeping here. We are sleeping here. I tell you, people need to start working, but they're not in their slots. Everybody is not in the right position at the right time right now. We need a break. Absolutely. Reset, reset, reset. Dobson, get Dobson off. Anywho. Sheffield Wednesday back into it. 2-1. Their fans going mad. They're loving it. And credit to them. And they haven't given up all game. And their team has kept going. There's that kind of attitude with this team that's going to save them. They're going to lose a lot of matches. But it's that kind of attitude that's going to keep this team in the league, if they've got a chance. 65 minutes up. It looks like D. Scott is going to be absolutely on the money with no Callum Doyle at 70. And I'm smiling, and he probably is too. Excuse me. Now we got a game. And I did say 2-1, didn't I? Or maybe 3-1. So there's your one. And that's all I want them to get. And that's not me being bad to you. I say 2-1, didn't I? Or maybe 3-1. So there's your one. And that's all I want them to get. And that's not me being bad to you, Sheffield Wednesday fans. Get in your net, man. That's not me being bad. Brilliant tackle, Maxi Cloth. Get that wrong. Could have been a penalty, but well tackled, well timed. Lewis O'Brien doing the Premier League style thing, looking for the foul, gets the foul. When he falls on the ball, he actually hurts himself. But I'm going to say Paul Phelps. Going to read that again, and thank you. Steve, yours is the best of the Wrexham Watchalongs on YouTube. Anything we can do to help you promote your channel this season. One of the things you can do is put it on, put it to any of your friends that like football. Because remember, I do international games. Remember, Wales and Canada. I'm doing that big international game September 9th. So that's another fun time. I don't do the EFL. Yeah, Eric F. Absolutely, man. Eric F. says in the chat, Bannon is everywhere. When he's on his game, he is really on his game and he can make a difference. And he's made a difference in this game for Sheffield Wednesday. If Bannon's not in this game, Sheffield don't score. It's that simple. And not just because Bannon scores the goal per se, but he's making things happen. Now, the confidence in this team is coming through the roof. It wouldn't be unbelievable to see Wrexham sleepwalk to a 2-2 here. Talking from experience. Nervy times in the box. I tell you what, we are kicking our own asses into trouble here. It's like Keystone Cops defending, and you got to keep your nerve. And you could laugh about it, and most people are having a heart attack right now, but I'm kind of calm here. But it's Keystone Cops defending, really. We need to kick ourselves in the ass right now. Right now. Phil Parkinson needs to get a grip of this game right now. Now needs to earn his money. But the Keystone Cops defending, let me tell you what, we've been lucky a few times. But you got to be good to be lucky, they say. Well, we've been bloody good today because we've been lucky a lot of bloody times. Unbelievable luck at times when you look at the replay and the little things that have gone wrong by the millisecond and the ball here and there. It's just fantastic. It is. It's fantastic. Smithy in the fray. Sammy Smith in the fray. Hopefully he gets that third goal on the day. And then it's 2-1, as I say, maybe 3-1. But we have got a game coming on. We have got a game coming on. I tell you what, very interesting point coming out of the chat right now. Phil J. Weston. Isn't Bannon a Wrexham signature target? I say yes. Remember, I've been talking about a playmaker. Bannon would so fit into Wrexham's system right now. He could make us such a better team. Look what he's doing in this match. I mean, really, brilliant. Brilliant. Phil J. Weston. Fantastic, man. Honestly, signature player for Wrexham. Absolutely, absolutely. I'm gonna give. I could use I could talk a few players that have played for Wrexham over the years that were playmakers and brilliant people, and I think you know who I'm alerting to. But I'm not going to mention any names. I just don't want to. But yeah, Barry Bannon for Wrexham. I tell you what, grab him. Great point, Phil. Great point. Great point. I like that one because for what he's doing for Sheffield, man, oh man, that's what we're lacking. That's the one little piece of the puzzle I feel we're lacking. And I said in the pregame, go check me out. I said in the pregame, September 1st, up until September 1st, we can bring another player into the fray. And that's what we need to do. Barry Bannon, go get him. Rob, Sir Rob of Wrexham, Sir Ryan of Wrexham, if you're listening, lads. Go get Barry Bannon. He couldn't hurt us. He can only make us better. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Phil also says, we've suddenly crumbled at the back again. Again, late in the game. It's cleared again. Brilliant repel. One more time. Kiefer Moore fighting. He's going to get called against, but he's fighting. Slows the game down. Listen, when a forward makes a free kick like that, no problem. Slows the game down. Guys can reset at the back, get in their positions. Right now, we need about one, maybe two substitutions. I want you to focus on our midfield line. How far right? Dobson's got to run right now. Okay? Out of position straight away. The ball comes into Bannon. There's nobody on him. No foul. There is indeed a foul. Believe it was O'Brien on Bannon. Apologies, guys. I didn't mention it, but Nathan Broadhead went off for Sam Smith. Sorry. I was talking about Sam Smith and neglected to tell you about the substitution. But yes, Broadhead off, Sammy Smith on. Good call. Goal kick coming up to Wrexham. Back into the chat. Ashley Mitchell, Sheffield Wednesday fan, says Barry Bannon is a Owls through and through. Absolutely. You know, and talking on Barry Bannon as well. Class act. And I say that not just because what he's done at Sheffield Wednesday, but inspirational what he's done at Sheffield Wednesday. He could easily have walked away from the situation, but committed to the club in this dire situation. So Barry Bannon, raise your hat to him. Yeah. Ashley Mitchell on the money. Corner coming in. Beautiful corner. Tell you, not without danger. Ward has to get across and cover that one. Barry Bannon right now is enjoying life. If he was 10 years younger, he'd be exciting Premier League clubs to come and get me. Ashley Mitchell, brilliant points. Absolutely brilliant points. Look at that corner going in. Danny Ward does well. Do you sometimes miss Arthur Okonkwo? I'm asking a family right now. Do you miss Arthur Okonkwo? Or are you happy with Danny? What's your take? How you feeling? But yeah, suddenly Wrexham have gone weak at the back. Corner again. Boy, that's a beautiful corner. Shot comes in and goes to Mars. Well, it's literally floating past the satellite right now, that shot. I mean, Kabaki really lashed through that one to the heavens, didn't he, eh? I tell you, what a great game we've got on now. 2-1. Remember I said in the pregame that there's some of them games you're going to battle through and you're going to enjoy them. These are the games where it's like, it's not a given thing. And the win, the 3 points, it's not handed to us now. 2-0 looked really good, didn't it, eh? But 2-1, wow, nervy days, squeaky bum time. Shit hit the fan. But this is when you want to watch football. This is football. This is what you want. Great game. And we're talking about individuals on both teams playing massive games. Barry Bannon today probably plays his best game in a long, long while. He makes decent plays in all the games, but it's the amount of plays he's made today. Kiefer Moore can't believe it that the foul's gone against him, but I think you could literally see Kiefer Moore being pulled off right now. He's at substitution time. Matty James, he's got them legs slowing down. George Dobson's got them legs slowing down. And that's what hurt us in the last 2 games. You focus on Georgie Dobson, how he moves around the field. I tell you, he's a big man. It's a lot of movement. It's a lot of weight. Clueth down. Clueth down. Into the chat. Ashley Mitchell just shows how committed he is to Wednesday. Top player. Yeah, absolutely. 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 Connor Cody, just feeling his ankle. But again, we've got a football match on now, guys. 75 minutes in, coming up. 2-1. Sheffield Wednesday still believe they can get something out of this and get a point, the first point of the season. Wrexham needing to stay ahead. Needing the 3 points. Ba-da-ba-ba. Someone's sleeping. There you go. Matty James loses his assignment. Matty James was like 5 yards off his assignment there. Got to get him out of the game. Those legs. I'm talking about legs and defensive legs for Wrexham right now. I've been making switches. Callum Doyle comes in, cameo, yeah? Put him on the left side. Lewis Brunt goes into midfield, takes out George Dobson. You've only made one substitution there. You've adjusted the team, yeah? But you're already, if you put Lewis Brunt in left side midfield defensive side or right side defensive side midfield, you become stronger with the legs straight away. Exactly what we need right now. I don't know why Phil doesn't do it, but I'm not Phil. But you can see the youth, the exuberance of the Sheffield team is starting to come into the game late in the game. In the last 20 minutes is what happens. Ike Ugbo coming off. Give Ike Ugbo a round of applause. Very, very in the game today. On the periphery of getting a goal, but everything he had was just a half chance. But hands up, hands up. If you're a Wednesday fan, he did a good job for you. He worked. He literally worked. He worked for the cause. That guy going off worked. He didn't just turn up and do the generic display or the generic performance. He worked for his money. There you go. Kiefer Moore, as I said, should be coming off. He's done. He is done. You've seen it 70 times. And Ryan Hardy comes on. And that's Ryan Hardy for 700,000. Let's see what happens. Just 1 second. There we go. Here, my little man. There you go. You're welcome. Little kitty. He's not jumping up. He's staying down there. I don't know why. But if Cabby comes up, I'll let you see him because he's big. Cabby the cat. The cabin cat. Cabin cat. Sheffield now down the right side. Intercepted one more time by Lewis Brunt. Beautiful play. Matty James, the general, controls. On to Clueth. To Cody. Ball into midfield. Ryan Hardy gets his first touch, lays off. Beautiful play. Wrexham playing tic-tac-toe, keeping it alive. George Dobson just gets it to Clueth. Clueth back to Danny Ward. Danny takes too long in clearing that one for my liking. Get it out of there, Danny. Come on. Let's have it quicker. Sheffield Wednesday now moving forward. Foul coming up. No foul. Very interesting call by the referee. Lewis Brunt takes the ball. Lewis Brunt now moving forward. Left side. Back to Jimmy Mack. Jimmy Mack down the line. Looking for Sam Smith. Sam Smith gets the ball. And that should be a goal kick. Sammy Smith, unfortunately, called offside, so it doesn't even matter. Hold your head high, Sam. Not your fault. And he's talking. He's talking. He's saying to Ryan Hardy, start talking, start talking, start talking. 13 minutes to go. Can Sheffield Wednesday get back into the match and really make Wrexham fans go away for a bad weekend when a win became a draw? Or are Wrexham going to add that third goal? How does this goal come? Because there looks like there's a goal coming next. But who's going to get that goal? And Wrexham now looking like a different team. We've changed the forward line, but I don't really know. Ball on the edge of the box. Bannon heads on goal, nearly gets it on goal. We've changed the forward line, but I'd like to see some of the midfielders change. Remember last game, Phil made only 3 substitutions. I think more substitutions need to come into the game as we move through. Phil J. Weston, yeah, good player, Bannon. Absolutely, Phil, absolutely. Sheffield now. Back to the keeper, Horvath. Probably going to go long, but may well tap off. Looking like he's going long. No, he's tapping off. Right side. Foul coming up. Easy call for the referee. Jimmy Mack, slightly late. Nothing malicious, but an easy call once again for the ref. Ball down the line, right side. That looks like it goes out. Indeed, it does go out. Goal kick Wrexham. Danny will take his sweet time. Are we going to get any more substitutions? And D. Scott, totally right. No Callum Doyle so far. And 70 minutes is long gone. Good call, my man. Good call. We're so sad we have no Callum Doyle, but I guess coming in so late, they want to give him more briefings, more training times, more days at the Rock, getting ready to make his debut. But I tell you, when you do see him come on proper for a full game, you're going to love what he's got. I really do like Callum Doyle. Like I say, I've seen the videos. Seen a few games when he's played. And you'll like what we've got. He is literally solid. And defenders are easier to immerse into a team than forwards. Forwards, straight away, you're like, how many goals are you going to give me? Defenders, they just got to destroy moves, and that's easy. Anywho, Sheffield Wednesday now, 80 minutes in. Keeping possession. Wrexham sitting off, allowing a lot of space. But only space in the mid-third, not the final third. Sheffield Wednesday now, still moving the ball very nicely. Bannon, the man who makes everything happen. Ball coming in now. Shot coming in. No, goes wide. Right side. Cross coming in. In the box. There you go. 2-2. There you go. 2-2. Beautiful finish. Kadamatri. Beautiful finish. Got to say, there's a 2-2. So the next goal was coming. It came straight away. 10 minutes to go. Now we got a game. Phil Parkinson, now you got to earn your money. And Henrik Pedersen, 2-0 down, 2-2 now. You're looking like you know what you're doing. Sheffield Wednesday fans must be ecstatic. What a finish. Look at that finish. Simple move. On the ground. Great cross. Danny Ward, not a chance. Ball comes across. In it goes. And that is that. 2-2, 10 minutes to go. Next goal wins. Is it to be a late winner at the Stoke Cadas one more time for Wrexham? Is it to be another late loss with another late goal and a third loss on a bounce? 2-2 right now. 2 teams in trouble. Drawing, have a point. Someone's looking for the winner. Now we're talking nervy times. And we've seen Wrexham fail in the last couple of games. For whatever reason, you might say, but I tell you what, when you're starting to fail and the nerves start to fail with you, you start to drop games. This is a desperate situation right now. We need to get on the ball, own the ball, and cease this constant attack. Sheffield Wednesday have grown in the ascendancy. Barry Bannon has cheerleaded this team all the way through first half, second half. Kanamatri literally puts it 2-2. We've got a massive game on. And Sheffield Wednesday fans, I tell you, you must be ecstatic. Into the chat briefly. D. Scott, I don't believe this. Phil J. Weston, there's only one team who look like they're going to win this, and it ain't us. Paul Phelps. To paraphrase ZZ Top, we don't have legs. Boom! And I've been saying that for 3 games. Corner coming in. Back post goes long. Pickle Kisser, Paul Phelps. Ha ha ha. I tell you what, everybody's on the same page. And remember, when it gets tough, you got to ride it out. You can have a good time in a bad time. And out of bad situations, can good situations develop? But on the money, Sheffield Wednesday fans in the crowd having a fantastic time. Wrexham fans are, what the hell's going on again? And I don't know that the substitutions that Phil has made are going to make a result come our way. It's the middle of the park where we've dissolved. You see Lewis Blunt jumping into a play that far in the play, this late in the game. Very unusual for the flow of the match. Sheffield Wednesday are in control of the game. We need to get on the ball and do the basics and literally carry this draw out. Carry this draw out. If we get fortuitous going forward with the goal, fine. But right now, the team needs guiding. The team needs guiding. It needs their leader on the side of the field steadying the ship. And I'm talking about Phil Parkinson. More into the chat. FP Chris, Wrexham, no fire. Right now, there is no fire. Absolutely. I said like they changed the forward line, but I don't agree with the changes that they made. I don't agree. You got to make the midfield changes too. They've totally changed the complexion of the game. Phil has literally offset the balance of the match with the changes that he's made, in my opinion. In my opinion. Phil knows a lot more than I do. But in my opinion, the changes made have offset the game. Aurelius, Wednesday 8 here. Just wanted to thank Wrexham for all their support in the only game that now matters to us. Getting Chanziri out. Absolutely. Get him out. Aurelius, thank. Brilliant. Hey, I tell you what, there's a lot of Wrexham fans got a lot of time for Wednesday, and I've said great things to Wednesday fans all week long. This has been a very interesting match that's developed, and you'd think in the laurels of football or laurels of soccer, a draw here would be the fairy tale result and the fair result for both, because you've got to say Sheffield Wednesday have not come here without and have not sat back and have not been whipped. They went 2 down, they've come 2-2, and they've done very well. And they're showing some quality. And for a squad that's only worth £13 million compared to Wrexham's nearly £40 million, they are really making a dent, and they are the team on the road. We've seen a lot of teams come to Stoke Keras over the years. I tell you what, we really have. And we're not having a terrible time of it here. But Sheffield Wednesday deserve what they've got right now. That's all I'm saying. Really, that's what I'm saying. They are worth what they've got right now. Wrexham can still win this. But Sheffield Wednesday deserve what they've got. Throw-in coming in. Hits the centre spot. Goes out. Repelled by Wrexham. Barry Bannon puts it back in there. The nausea of Wrexham today, Barry Bannon. An absolute nausea. Paul Phelps, what are shot counts first? Half versus second half by game so far this season. There must also be some data on meters run by player by half. Absolutely, absolutely. You can go, I'll tell you what, next show I'm going to drop some links and I'm going to take it to some places where you can get that data straight off the bat. You can watch it all day long. Wrexham now fighting for their lives, looking for a win that has gone away. I did mention earlier that this could turn into the 2-2. It has turned into the 2-2. Jimmy Mack now, left side, cuts inside, passes off. Jimmy Mack's been pretty ineffective on the offense today. Ball right side now. That's what we need, is a ball coming into the box. Repelled in for the corner. This is the time to kill Sheffield Wednesday hearts and get a win in the 88th minute from a corner. This is the time. Phil Parkinson and the staff have witnessed a win dissolve to a draw. Is there to be a final goal? Is it to be a 3-2 for either team? Lewis O'Brien now with the corner. Nice corner, edge of the box. Repelled very well by Sheffield. Clue, ball coming back in. Looks a little long. Keeper comes, claims, goes down. Horvath hits his own player and needs a trainer. And they're going to make sure that that one plays out a little while longer. Back into the chat. D. Scott 6629. Make no mistake, a tie is a loss for Wrexham. Absolutely. Absolutely. I personally believe, in my humble opinion, that this game has been slightly mismanaged on the substitutions. And that affected the flow of the team, the flow of the game. Pedersen hasn't really changed so much with the flow of his team as we have. And I think that's affected it. Also, what I mentioned midweek about the age of players over the age of 30. We're playing against teams that are, on average, quite young. Ball coming in now. Shot coming in. Goes wide. Corner coming up. Sheffield Wednesday. Our Sheffield Wednesday to steal. J-Lo takes a shot. Takes the deflection. Goes wide. Corner coming up. And again, you got to say, Sheffield Wednesday, credit to them, guys. Literally credit to them. They've worked their asses off for everything they've got. They've worked themselves back into the game. They never gave up. It's a fantastic result so far. But hey, it could still end in a loss for either team. D. Scott, Paul Phelps, Sheffield Wednesday, 17 shots, 6 on goal. Wrexham, 9 shots, 4 on goal. Sorry, my man. I thought you was talking about other games than this. I can bring you that one right now, yeah. Corner coming in. It's in the box. Repelled one more time. Shots on this match. 18 shots, 6 on target is what I've got now. And Wrexham is 9 shots, 4 on target. So, yeah, we are right there. We're right there. Sorry, my friend. I thought you was talking about other games moving forward. Coming down to it, 4 minutes added time as we speak. 4 minutes added time. Who wants it, gets it. It's like the game on the sit, gets it. It's like the game on the playground when you were a kid. If you want it, you get it. Jimmy Mack, now go down, get that ball in. That's what we need Jimmy Mack to do. Get the ball in there. All game long, in fact, all season long, I've been waiting for Jimmy Mack to do just that. He did it so often in the League One, League Two. But I've been waiting for Jimmy Mack to do that. That's what I've been waiting for. That's his strength, crossing that ball in with that lovely left foot of his. Lewis O'Brien, wide side to Jimmy Mack one more time. Jimmy Mack looking to get the ball in, skips past, ball comes in, not the best cross, but falls kindly. Maxi Cleworth now. Longman. What's going to happen next? Ball does come across and on the button. Repelled again. Corner coming up. Wrexham fans on their feet, baying for blood. So close there. Take a look at the replay. Cross comes in. Longman. Smith. Not the best of headers. Corner coming up. 91st minute. Get off him, linesman. Get the game going. These guys cooking the time. Come on. Get the game going. Add time onto the clock, guys. Another substitution coming up, 4:30. So 94:30, 94 minutes and 30. Barry Bannon. I tell you, both sets of fans should give him a round of applause. He has really worked his heart and soul off for that club today. Class act. Absolute class act. Barry Bannon. I'd say you would probably think could well be nominated as maybe your man of the match for your Sheffield Wednesday. Who would be your man of the match for Wrexham, guys, as we're slowly moving towards the end of this? Who's your man of the match for Wrexham? Oh, by half. Yes, by half. I'm trying to remember there, Paul, as I'm thinking as I did the half-time wrap-up. It was a case of, I believe that Wrexham had 5 shots at the half. Playing it down, though. 2 minutes to go. We've got about 2 minutes to go. Remember, substitution in added time adds 30 seconds. Wrexham now on the ball. George Dobson down the line. Cross coming in. Long cross. Jimmy Mack heads it over. It's going out for a goal kick. I know we all love Jimmy Mack, but today and the last couple of games, he's not really been as effective as he's been in the last few years. Take note, he's 36. Take note, he's 37 April next year. Take note, those legs are getting old. Kakache, who started the first game against Southampton, I think that is probably going to be more of the guy you're going to see on the left side. Because you need speed. And Jimmy Mack does good with the ball. But he needs to be in open play. He needs to be in open space. And those legs can carry him fast for a while. But eventually those younger players next to him excel with the speed. He has lost a step is what I'm saying. Time on the clock, though. More substitutions coming in. More substitutions coming in. Is there to be late drama? When you watch the highlight reels of those goals, I want you to pay particular attention to the midfielders and where the midfielders are when the goals go in and whose those midfielders are, where they are. On your highlight reels, check that after the match, literally. Coming down to it, man. A minute 30 plus. But a very scrappy second half for Wrexham. Disjointed, hasn't really done it. A few individual displays that haven't been what the team needed. But they've tried. They've tried. And like I say, this team's got to gel. Wrexham moving forward now. Next goal wins. Frantic play now. Ball on the wide side. Decent cross goes in on the edge of it. Jimmy Mack can't get his feet sorted out. I tell you, that was a dangerous tackle, but Wrexham could have had something there. Sheffield Wednesday racing forward. 3-on-2, 3-on-2, 3-on-2. Where's the legs? I tell you, where's the legs, guys? And the referee blows it at 95-30. We got so lucky there. We got so lucky. So lucky. This goes in. There's the 3-2 loss. Man, oh man. Again, late in the game, we are fading. Is it fatigue? Is it fitness? Well, one thing for sure, you saw there, definitely speed. Is it fitness? Well, one thing for sure, you saw there, definitely speed. No speed coming back. Sheffield Wednesday played a massive game. I tell you, massive game. Wrexham coming home, welcoming Sheffield Wednesday on the day. We're right into the post-game right now, guys. So drop your comments, whatever you like. We're straight into the post-game right now. Henrik Pedersen on that field right now for Sheffield Wednesday. Steered his ship brilliantly on the road. I tell you what, the future doesn't look so bleak for Sheffield Wednesday if they continue to do that. If they continue to do that. That's a big ask. But what a great performance on the day. Sheffield Wednesday, Barry Bannon, man of the match completely. They deserve what they got. They could have got all 3 points right at the end. And isn't it funny? 3 matches back to back. We are fading in the last 25 minutes. The legs are running out. And Phil doesn't take guys off. And on one of them goals, that's why I want you to look at the post game and the highlight reels. One of them goals, I want you to see where the midfielders are, especially George Dobson. We have left holes that expose the defence again. I know I'm passionate on this, but that's exactly what happened. Wrexham started beautifully, 2-0 up. 2-0 up. 2-0 up. Should have been nursing a win. And when you see Barry Bannon doing what he does, maybe a coach out there does what the Germans used to do. Manndeckung. Man marking. Maybe somebody should have been running with Barry Bannon and negate him, get him off the game. A little bit of physical play on Barry Bannon, not dirty, physical play, mark him and take him out the game. Negate him, get him out the game. But I tell you what, they let him have free hand. He had free hand. Can we not see who to shut down is what I'm saying. Anywho, back into the chat, guys, back into the chat. And I got to agree with some of these comments right now. I do. I got to agree with some of these comments right now. Big up, Paul Phelps. Nice one. Seems to suggest we're giving opportunities as we get tired. We should get better as the game goes on. What happens as the season itself gets late? Exactly. This picture is going to replicate itself unless it gets sorted out very quickly. Who won today? Sheffield Wednesday. That draw to them is like a win. Kevin McShane, Steve, top job. Thank you for the watch along. Thank you, Kevin McShane, my man. Phil J. Weston, Wrexham snatch a draw from the jaws of victory. I think a draw was fair. I think a draw was a fair result, though, on the balance of play. Can we appeal to the FA for 60-minute matches instead of 90? We'd be okay then. You got to laugh at that last statement. Can we appeal for 60-minute matches? Yeah, we would be. We would be, because we are fading in the last 25 minutes, man. I said in the pregame. I said it in the pregame. We're fading in the last phase of the match, which is where we should be shoring it up. How many substitutions did we make last game? Not enough. How many substitutions this game? Not enough. And two of the key players that we should have removed, we didn't. George Dobson needs to go out by 65. Matty James as well. The older legs are tiring. Jimmy Mack, I love Jimmy Mack. But this is not League One. This is not League Two. This is the Championship. The league quality, the step up is massive. We're being exposed. We're being exposed. You can't have all 30-year-olds on the team and be as good as everybody else who's got way younger players and, quite frankly, way better. Remember when I talked about the squad price of our squad at now £40 million, yeah? And you have the likes of Southampton at 200+ million. Leicester, 170 million, yeah? Middlesbrough, 104 million. Ipswich, 160 million, yeah? West Brom, 64 million. And I could go on and on and on. We're on the cheapest end. We're like number 6 from the bottom in terms of value of squad. And I'll tell you, look, I'm looking at the Stoke Kiddos, and it's absolutely bloody empty. Stats on the day, 48 to 51% possession in favour of Sheffield Wednesday. 19 shots Wednesday, 11 Wrexham. 7 on target for Wrexham. Tackles, 10 Sheffield Wednesday, 15 Wrexham. Interceptions, 10 Wrexham, 5 Sheffield Wednesday. Blocks, 9 Wrexham, 2 Sheffield Wednesday. Pass percentage, 78 and 79% in favour of Sheffield Wednesday. Key passes, 15 key passes for Sheffield Wednesday, 6 for Wrexham. Key passes, 15 to 6. It should be 15 to 6 the other way. It should have been Wrexham doing all the domination in the final third. Didn't happen. And when we started out this game, I'm looking at the flow of the game thinking, just a minute. We're the home team here, and we're sitting back. And we're sitting back. And I don't like the feel of this. It feels imbalanced. It feels like we should be doing the pushing, and we're getting pushed. And it just felt really weird. I mean, the game started off great. The free kick comes in, the first one. Sheffield Wednesday make a howler of it in defence, and Kiefer Moore, Johnny on the spot, puts you up 1-0. Beautiful. You're thinking everything's just going to go plain sailing. And from there on in, it really was. But the one thing, Sheffield Wednesday never stopped going forward. They never gave up. They kept on driving. But we still sat back. And then we get the move going down the right side where Maxi Clewis links up with Ryan Longman. And Longman puts a beautiful ball in. And Kiefer Moore, he's like, gets the scraps. You know, it's a case of he tries. But literally, we were sleepwalking and not moving forward. And we watched Sheffield Wednesday dominate the game all the way through. And then Wrexham gets the second goal. And you're thinking, how hard or how easy is this going to be? Horvath fumbles and Kiefer gets the scraps, remember? The shot comes in. One thing Georgie did all day was tackling and gets that shot off, yeah? So credit where credit's due. Early in the game, George is in the game. His legs are fresh. But he shoots on the keeper. Horvath fumbles. And before you know it, we're 2-0 up. And we really don't look like we deserve to be 2-0 up. It's like we have literally coasted to a 2-0 lead. And it still doesn't feel right. Second half comes along. Things don't change. And the game is still the same. And it's Bannon who's literally starting to become the architect and the general or the master of the game. And he's becoming a real ass for Wrexham. He's a real nausea, but he's bringing it and he's turning the game over. And from 2-0 down, you can see the complexion of the match completely changing. And it does change. The balls get crossed. The balls come in. Lovely plays down the wing. The cross comes over. And it goes in the back of the net. Nice and easy. You got one. And it's Barry Bannon who puts it in there. And before you know it, I'm saying to you, this is going to be 2-2 real soon. There's a goal coming very quickly. And before you knew it, bang, boom, bada bing, that goal came. And Wrexham was sitting on 2-2, staring a late loss again, late in the game, with limited substitutions. It's a case of we are watching 3 matches finish the same way. I'm not down. I'm not down because you can fix this. You can fix this. Make your substitutions timely. I mean, hey, D. Scott was perfect on the timings, on the numbers with 70 minutes for Callum if he comes in, if at all, perfect. And he didn't. And D. Scott was right. But surely Phil has got to see in the middle of midfield when them legs are dying on certain individuals. I'm not going to name them again and again and again. But when certain people are losing their legs, you've got to change them out. You've got to keep the ship afloat. You can't let people just walk right through you. And that second goal, the slide rule cross across the box, the Cadamatri rifles past Danny Ward. Fantastic finish, but you could see it coming, and it came. And after that, Phil J. Weston in the chat was even saying, we'd be lucky to get a draw here because like the only team that looks like they're going to win right now is Sheffield Wednesday. So I say this, it's not just about the legs, it's about the quality, it's about the team, and we've got to start gelling. We haven't even looked like we've gelled yet. We've got to gel as a team on off the field, coaching as well, and not put the players under too much pressure. And that final breakaway, the way the match finished, where there was 3-on-2 and they slide ruled, slick, pass and moved round our defense like we weren't even there, and Danny Ward makes a save, and then the referee blows the final whistle. I tell you what, guys like McNeil and Bannon and the rest of them, Valerie and the rest of them, Horvath in goal, they played their absolute great game today. They played their asses off, and they got what they deserved. And Wrexham, I tell you what, it's not like a win. It's not like a win at all. It's a win that turned into a draw that feels like a loss. This draw does not feel like a draw. This draw feels like a loss, and that's the way you should take it on. But it's the first point of the season. Grab a point, get more. And eventually, we'll climb the table. I'm going to go through the scores pretty soon here as well, but this match got away from Wrexham today, and it's the third one in a row. And if the ownership can't see that, I think they better well hone in on that point. 3 losses, back-to-back, the same format. Sorry, 3 games that finished the same way, not 3 losses. 3 games that finished the same way, back-to-back, and for the same reasons. Dying legs. Going into the stats, really. 19 shots to 7 on target, Sheffield Wednesday. 52% was the passing possession. Passes, 409. Accuracy, 78%. Fouls, 8. And corners, get this. You saw Barry Bannon hammer that corner across quite a few times. 9 corners. 9 corners. Wrexham on the other side. 11 shots compared to 19. 4 shots on target compared to 7. 48% possession. 383 passes to 409. 78% accuracy. Exactly the same Sheffield Wednesday. 7 fouls to 8. 4 offsides and 3 corners to 9. Talking briefly while we're talking stats, Stoke City on top of the table, 9 points. Middlesbrough second, 9 points. Coventry, West Brom, Birmingham and Preston round out your top 6, all on 7. Down in the bottom 3, Sheffield United are bottom of the league, Oxford next and QPR. Therefore, Sheffield Wednesday, 21st in league, first point of the season. Wrexham are in 19th. Below them is Derby County. So we're not in the bottom 3. We've got a point on the season. There's reasons to be cheerful right now for Wrexham fans. Reasons to be cheerful. Points on the board. Nothing to be worried about there. Talking about scores on the doors, we'll go through all the scores, give you all the scores. But I'm going to hit the chat pretty quickly right now. Phil Weston, Wrexham snatch draw from jaws of victory. Absolutely. There's some cool names coming up. There's some cool names. Ghostface, damn, Preston North End are flying. They've beaten 2 out of 3 favourites to get promoted from the Championship. They beat Leicester last week, and now they've beaten Ipswich. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to look at that table as well. Again, Ghostface, Stoke City are also flying. That's now 3 wins out of 3, 9 points. If I'd honestly love them back in the Premier League. You know, Stoke City, place I know very well. The Victoria Ground, not the Britannia Stadium. My dad had a house near Stoke, and once in a while we go watch Stoke City matches because it's not far. Wrexham's very close, right? Stoke is very close. So there's 39 miles between Wrexham and Stoke. Anyhow, we'd go to Stoke City games and different games as well. And to get Stoke City back in the Premier League, yeah, you know, with a stadium like that, I think they'd be great back in the Premier League. And also, the Premier League would rejuvenate the local area in and around the 6 towns, or the 6 towns of Stoke-on-Trent. So I think Premier League would rejuvenate that area. It does need rejuvenation. It needs some injection of finances and love. It's not totally run down the Stoke-on-Trent area, but it's been taking a little bit of a... I tell you what, city councils over there, they know how hard it is to keep that place afloat. That's all I'm saying. But yes, Stoke City back in the Premier League, that would be pretty decent. But yes, 9 points. Is it going to last? Is it going to last? I mean, you got to ask yourself, does it last? Do they stay as good as they are right now? Because Stoke City, normally, they fade away. So just remember that one. They could fade away. Just 1 second. Paul Phelps, I'd rather a draw in the Championship than a victory in League One. Absolutely. I'll tell you what, I love that sentiment. I do. I love that sentiment. I'd rather a draw in the Championship than a victory in League One. Yes. Yes, let's thank our lucky stars, eh? Let's thank our lucky stars. I mean, I'm still literally sometimes pinching myself that we're in the Championship. I really am. I really am. Sometimes it's a case of, hasn't it all happened so fast? And it has. It has. It's happened very fast. But like I say, in those moments where it gets tough, I'm not going to give any analogies like, oh, we're in war, because we're not in war. We're not soldiers. But when you're battling, per se, and things are not going good, that's the moment you seize the moment and you really jump in and you bite the moment and you stick with the moment and you ride the moment and you enjoy the moment. And when it gets that real mega stressy moment, that's when you got to seize it most of all. Yeah, like some kind of crazy psychopathic sort of football fan I am. When things go bad, you keep your nerve. That's what I'm saying. You keep your nerve and you ride it out and you enjoy it. The good times are wonderful. The bad times can be as crazily enjoyable, if you want to put it that way. But yes, back into the chat. So Paul Phelps says, I'd rather a draw in the Championship than a victory in League One, but I never want a loss. That being said, if you can win, if you can improve, you should. Yes, My sentiments entirely. I'm sure as we go through this season, Phil's going to recorrect and crimp things as we move, especially the substitutions. But I'm sure he's going to keep things moving along, and we will see a development as we move through. January, I think you see some more. Also, food for thought, with this draw that feels like a loss for many. How do you think that feels for Rob and Ryan? How do you think the stress and the factor of stress is burning down on them right now? Because they're the ones that really have got us to this stage. And without them, we wouldn't be here. So without our big buddies and our big bosses, El Patron, how do you think they're feeling? Is this going to make them make another signing before September 1st? I mean, hey, we've got plenty of time, but is it going to set them into a mode where they go and get Mepham, another defender? Because clearly we play well up to 70 minutes and then we drop away. And I'm not saying it's just the back line. But I think, as I've said a few times, we need that playmaker bringing in. And a guy that just embarrassed us, Barry Bannon, as Phil J. Weston pointed out in the chat, would be the kind of guy who would be a signature player for Wrexham. Are we going to get another player in? I think some of the players need time to gel. Some of the players need time to become Wrexham-styled players under Phil. His methodry needs time. It's obviously not going to work overnight. So do we bring another guy in? I think there's time. Quite frankly, what I've seen, I think we need another 2 guys in, but it's getting late day. So we can struggle with what we got till January and do more trades in the January trade window because people will become available and then start beefing up there. But don't be down. We got a point off 3. I'm quite happy so far. It should have been 3 points and we should have been sitting 16 in the league. But adversity, that's what this is all about. Back into the chat right now. Let me have a swig, guys. I'm going to go to Peter next. Peter says, there's no point in dragging it out all season. So just pack your bags and be happy League One. I will, I'm sure, welcome you back. You know what? Let's see what else he's got. Oh, yeah, regards to Birmingham. Let's see what else he's got. Oh, yeah, regards to Birmingham. Regards from Birmingham. Yeah. We say nice things about you and you say nice things about us. That's right. Well done. Football banter. Paulie Phelps, off to watch American. Absolutely, brother. Be good. Have a great weekend. Got a point in the bag. Things will be crimped and things will get better. Football pre-season. See you next time, Stevie. Thanks for doing this. Absolutely, Paul Phelps. See you next time, mate. And hey, broadcast me anywhere you like, man. Promote me anywhere you like. You got the email. Get in touch. Brian Barton, how you doing, Brian? I should have said hello, Peter, but I think I did say we're going to Peter next, yes. But hey, big up to you, Paulie Phelps. Brian Barton, shameful performance. Starts out, like I say, a little bit sitting on the back front when we should be pushing the issue. We should be moving the game forward, and we're not. And I kind of question that as one of the pitfalls of how this game went the way it did. 2-0 up, make the right substitutions. This one comes home. At 2-0 up, keep it as it was. It should have gone to 3-0. The substitutions that he makes up front, it really disjointed the top end. We became a team without a forward line for 5 minutes, which really upset the rest of the flow. Georgie Dobson midfield, like I've said 1,000 times, he's not a full 90-minute player. Let's just put it that way. Matty James, love the general, but again, not a full 90-minute player at this level. When you're chasing these young players around, look how much speed, youth, exuberance, motivation that Sheffield Wednesday had all through the game. They just kept coming. It was like a blue wave. They kept coming. They kept coming. They kept coming. They never stopped. They had the high intensity. They had the energy. They kept going. They were the away team. That's what we should have been looking like. You've seen Wrexham play like that over the last few years at Stoke Keras all the time. Well, what I'm saying is Reality. I said it on the start of this game. This is reality right now. What we are facing in the Championship is reality. It's going to take us 15 matches to see what's happening and where we're at. But by 15 matches, you will see we are going to be in a battle. And as long as we can keep grabbing points along the way, it's going to help us. The number we need for safety is 50, okay? You get around 50 points in the Championship, you're looking to survive. So put that number in your minds right now. 50. That's what we probably need to be looking at for the rest of the season. We got 1 out of 3. 1 point out of 9. So 50 points. Take it from there. Going back into the chat, Brian Barton says, shameful performance. He also says, Parky doesn't need to bed in the new players. Get them out there. Yes. McLean and Dobson should not be starting. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, put that in the bank. I'm going to read that again. Brian Barton, big up, man. Totally on the money. Parky doesn't need to bed in new players. Let's explain that one first. Callum Doyle. You paid a lot of money for him. I'll just say it basically. He's 21. He's played mega games in a Championship with big clubs, bigger than us. I'm sure he'll have no problem. Why does he need any bedding time? He doesn't. You're right, Brian. He doesn't. Put him out there. Defending didn't change overnight, and he's coming from Man City. I'm sure he's been trained quite well on the aspects of defense. I'm sure he's seen enough over the last 4 years when he's played like, what is it, nearly 140 games in a Championship area. I think he could just go straight in. So Brian's absolutely right. No lead-in time, no bed-in time. Put him out there, get him gone, and put Brunty in midfield, Dobson on the bench, if that. Dobson's good for 30 minutes. He's good to come in and do a 30-minute cameo to end out a game. The hustling and the tussling that he does, fine. But I just see him literally put all his energy into everything he does, and he fades. He runs out of gas so quick. You just see him drag his ass for the remainder of the game. He's literally dragging himself around the field, and people were skipping past him, and he couldn't keep up. And the holes in front of the defense, yeah, absolutely right. Brian, absolutely right. Should not be starting. Should not be starting. And McLean, I love Jimmy Mack, but he ain't doing it. What he was doing in League One, League Two, he's not doing in this league. And not even close. Not even close. And I love Jimmy Mack. And again, when Kakachi comes back, Kakachi, he's got to be in there. He's got to be the start inside left side. Got to be. What he brought in that first match against Southampton, we have missed on the left side. We've got no penetration down the left side. If you notice, we're a one-trick pony right now. It's all down the right side. Ryan Longman, bless him, fantastic. Barton, last game, or Barnett, last game, fantastic. But it's all right side. We're becoming very predictable. You heard me say many times last year, we have become predictable in our play. We need to change tactics up, and we need the playmaker in the middle, which would totally change everything up and not let other teams know exactly where we're going. Right now, man, we know where the ball's going. And if we know, well, let's put it this way. The opposition that watches the video a week before they see us and days before they play us, they know exactly where we're going. Just saying. Back into the chat. Let me have a swig. But I totally agree with that. Don't bed in the new players. Just get them out there. Absolutely right, Brian. Ghostface says, next week, Sheffield United will be a 3-0 loss. And Middlesbrough away, oh boy, a 3-0 loss. There you go. That's what Ghostface says. Also, what is going on at Stoke? They're flying with confidence. I know. I got a good friend in Stoke. I've got a few friends in Stoke, actually. Nick King. He's a big Stork fan. Oh, lad. Big Storky. From Stoke-on-Trent, aye. And he's probably literally in a state where he can't believe what the heck is happening. He probably can't believe what is going on. But hey, I tell you. Looking at the scores on the doors, though, let's have it for today. If you haven't got them all, these are the full-time scores, just so as you know, we're in the post chat. If you've got anything to add, let me know. But I tell you, you can't be happy with that point for Wrexham if you're a Wrexham fan. For Sheffield Wednesday, man, oh man, you're dead in the water. Literally bamboozled, boom, gone, out of here. And you fight back like that. That's the kind of performance that sticks inside your hearts with your football club. When your boys do that and they fight tooth and nail from death to victory, because that draws like a victory for Sheffield Wednesday. Just think of the confidence they're going home with right now. That can resurrect things. And Henrik Pedersen, their coach, I tell you what, he must feel real good about that result. And his guys are looking at him. They're going to look at him like he led the team and he did a fantastic job. I'm telling you now, he did a fantastic job. I was watching what he was doing all through the game, the eagerness, the fight, the anger in his face, the way he was rallying his troops on the side, like, come on, let's go. Da-da-da-da-da-da. He never sat for 2 seconds. He was always on it. I'm not saying you've got to be voracious as a coach and get out there and scream your face off. I'm not saying that. But he was motivating his troops. 47 years of age. Phil's 57 years of age. The way they coach was very different on the day. Phil, I think, is more pragmatic in everything he does. Sometimes you need fire. And Henrik brought fire. And the Dane, he won the battle on the day over Phil. Scores on the doors, though. Derby 1, Bristol City 1, Hull City 0, Blackburn 3. Swansea City losing 1-0 against Watford, get a point, 1 apiece. Charlton lose the first one of the week, or the day, I should say, against Leicester City at home. Preston 1, Ipswich 0. Ipswich won't like that. Preston loving life. Wrexham 2-2, as you see, with Sheffield Wednesday. Stoke City 2-1 on the road at Southampton. Big win. I'm going to tell you the scores there. Stoke City, Lewis Baker on 54, and then Sorba Thomas on 75. 2-0 up at the time. Minute later, Harwood Bellis gets one back, and it is 2-1 on the day. Big loss there for Southampton. Great win for Stoke City. And the confidence right now, 3 wins back-to-back for Stoke City. Can they keep it going? The last few years, it's been rotten. They only just avoided relegation last year. It should have been a lot higher. It wasn't a great season. There's been some down times for Stoke ever since they've come out of the Premier League. If they can get back, as pointed out, that would be lovely. But 2-1 on the day at Southampton, that's a big win. Middlesbrough winning 2-1 on the day. Norwich City, the sort of nearly there club, nearly there. They kind of like show promise and then they drift away. Show promise, drift away. I mean, the club of Delia Smith, they're not going to get promotion this year. But could they get into the playoffs? Maybe not. Close to it, but maybe not. West Brom won on the day with Portsmouth. Sheffield United losing at home against Millwall. Not good for business. And Coventry wins 7-1 on the day against QPR. Scorers on the day. Hey, QPR did get one. It was the last goal of the game. That in 90 minutes plus 1. Their fans cheered through the roof. That was Richard Coney. He gets that one. On the day, Coventry, though, Haji Wright gets 2. Brandon Thomas Asante, long name, gets 1 on 23. Jack Rudoni gets 2 on 35 and 43. And Victor Torp on 47 and 66. Haji Wright was on 12 minutes and 37. Big scores on the doors. And we will be kind. Although they like to slag us and be banterful, which is good, Birmingham got a win today. Park Seung-ho on 40. Stats on the day, 16 shots to 1 on target. 1 on target. 16 shots, 1 on target. Well, even Wrexham got more on target today. But 1 on target, 16 shots. And Oxford, 6 shots, 1 on target. Possession was what did it with Birmingham. And they are a possession-based team. And Chris Davis doing a great job. They had 67% possession on the day. So, as you say, on the day, not so bad. Not so bad. Looking at the table one last time, Stoke City sitting on top. 9 points. Before the season started, I would have said Stoke City look like they're the team to probably avoid relegation. and maybe finish maybe anywhere from sort of, 15 to 19, somewhere in there. But on top, Middlesbrough's the team that's also surprising me as well. If they can continue to keep that going, they'll literally put themselves in the slot. Coventry did well last year in the playoffs. West Brom were there and thereabouts. Birmingham, welcome back to the Championship. You should never have gone to League One. That's quite embarrassing, isn't it, eh? Well done for getting back, and well done for, destroying teams that were not in your caliber in League One last year. Yes, well done, Birmingham. Go Brady. Huh? Anyway, in 6th is Preston, and they're all on 7 points. Those teams, literally, last year, you would see coming back in. Leicester in 7th right now. Millwall will be there and thereabouts in the chase for the playoffs. Bristol City as well. And Southampton right now down in 10th. So it's not going great for Southampton at the moment. That loss will hurt. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. Southampton in 10th. 4 goals for, 4 goals against. So right now, they're even. Had they have won today, they'd be sitting in 7th on 7. Sorry, they'd be sitting on 7 points and probably anywhere from 5th to 6th, somewhere in there. That's what I'm saying. But I tell you, don't be down. Don't be down. As we move to the next game, just going to bring something up here, guys. Give me a second. Do not be down. Remember when I said if we gel slowly, we're going to be in the 19 to 24 club. If you don't know what the 19 to 24 club is, simply that's from 19th to 24th in the Championship, position-wise. We are in the 19 to 24 club. That is the relegation battleground right there, okay? You don't have much move to make. You don't have much space to grab, but you've got to get points. 19 to 24 is where we are. We are gelling slowly, very slowly. And the one major thing that's come out so far, as I'm breaking it down before we go to the end of this, is that legs are dissolving later in the second half. We talked about it in the pregame, in the previous pregame. Please go down in the library and check the pregame. Enjoy that and see what I said in the pregame actually happen in this match. But we're in 19 to 24 land. Right now, I don't want it to get any worse. 19 to 24. Just think of that. And we are 19th. It's not a time to be panicking. And I'm sure Phil and the guys are not, because there's another 43 games to go. By game 15, we'll know literally where we're headed for sure. Right now, we have an indication that it's going to be a tough season, as I told you in the preview to the league weeks ago. It will be a tough season, but it's a season that you've got to enjoy. We've had glory times for 3 years, close to 4 years, when you think of the playoff failure that we had 4 years ago. It's been 4 years of absolute glory. You can't have glory every day. We've got to go through adversity, and we will be. And what you're seeing now is parts of it. But we can fix this, and Phil can fix it. And maybe one more player comes in before September 1st. But as pointed out in the chat, and by yours truly, George Dobson is not a 90-minute player. I don't think he should be starting. I think there's better options. We have players that we can put ahead of George. George can come on and do a 30-minute cameo at the end of the game. And I'll give you the example. Let's say Elliot Lee had started this game. He's played 65 minutes, and Elliot Lee's legs do start slowing down at 65 minutes. So you give Elliot Lee the 60. You bring George Dobson in with 30 minutes to go. Both players would keep the level high, and George Dobson wouldn't then eventually run around like he's looking like he's dragging a piano round the field with him. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Do George a favor by bringing him in second half, 30-minute cameos. It makes the team stronger. His legs are longer, and he's not tired and can't keep up and doesn't leave big holes and doesn't stand on the edge. He's not even on the edge of the box when that goal goes in. Okay? He didn't get back with play. And when you see one of your defending midfielders, hence defending midfielder, not in the right slot, you ask yourself why. And when it continues to happen game for game, and you analyze this guy and you like him and he's done good things for Wrexham. But when you analyze this guy, you realize it's the legs and the legs are gone and they can't keep up and you've got to change it out. So like you and I say in the chat, things have to change. Things have to change. And I'm sure when they go through training this week, now they've got time to work with Callum Doyle. Now they'll start fixing a different back line. And hopefully, you see Lewis Brunt slide into the defensive midfield role and take George Dobson onto the bench. And George might not even make the bench. I'm just saying, something's got to change there. That's what I would do. That is exactly what I would do. But the next game I'm going to tell you about as we keep it going. And I'll tell you about the EFL game as well. Because, as you know, we do not cover cup games. We'll cover the finals, we cover semi-finals, but we do not cover the EFL. So you don't have me for the EFL Cup game against Preston. Believe you me, that's going to be an interesting match. Do we need to continue to be in cup competitions? Like I've said the last 3 years, I don't see much fruit in the cup competitions. League games are the most important thing on the agenda for me. So I put all the energy, if I'm the team, into league matches. I don't mind losing a cup game. When you're talking about historical cup games back in the day, games in Europe against FC Porto back in the... Yeah, go look that up. Wrexham FC Porto. FC Porto. Yeah, Portuguese club. Wrexham. European football. Go look that up. Amazing history. Just dropped a little bomb for you. But got to say, I am not down. And you shouldn't be either. Because what we're going through is reality. Absolute reality. Back into the chat. Phil J. Weston. Karache, Doyle, Rathbone, Windass, Thomason will all make a difference. Karache, Doyle, Rathbone, Windass, Thomason will all make a difference when in the team. I agree. I'm going to work on some of them names right now, Phil. Karache, absolutely love the guy. What he's done for us so far, the way he played, the speed he had, the muscle he had, the way he cut people down, the way he sort of shut people down, negated the offense of other teams. He could do the defensive role. He can do the midfield role. Both left sides. He's got plenty of speed, plenty of power. I'll tell you what, he's one for the future. And he's played, I don't know exactly, I think he's played like close to 40 games from New Zealand already. I love the guy. Karachi, love him. Liberato Karachi, love him. DOYLE. I've spoken highly of DOYLE. I love what he brings. He's got the touch. He can read the game, intercepts. His passing's on the money. He's got little flicks and little tricks. He's got confidence. He's a team player as well. He's not selfish as well. He plays team football. So DOYLE, bring him in. Ollie Rathbone, bloody hell, yeah. Yeah, I mean, hopefully back sooner than later. I mean, what a bad time to get an injury. Ollie Rathbone, yeah, in the mid-season. Actually been our big player from last year. Yeah, he's the guy we're missing in midfield. The runs that George Dobson can't do, Ollie Rathbone makes all day long. The energy that Rathbone, I say all year long, hard-working Ollie Rathbone, don't I? Yeah, Ollie Rathbone would make a hell of a difference in this team right now. Second, absolutely, Ollie Rathbone, man, oh man, that's the guy we're missing. Absolutely missing. He's got the light feet, the energy, the motivation, call it guts and glory. When he's wearing this, it's all guts and glory with Ollie Rathbone. He gives you everything, and he makes us a better team. And the goals that he scored. Remember when Ollie Rathbone first came into our team, when he did? Little guy, diminutive, starts off as the kind of like the wee man, and he builds his stature, and he grows, 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 and becomes arguably one of the best players in the squad, arguably, right? But he started as the little guy. That's the guy we need in there. That's the guy we need in there. Josh Windass, free transfer, decent. He makes a difference. He never stops running, always starts working. He's always thinking. He's always got moves on his mind. George Thomason used to be the captain over at Bolton. Hey, here comes Cabby. Cabby. Tell you what, just give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah. Watch this. Have you ever seen this? This little trick. Cabby's getting Cubby. Cubby's getting a yellow card. There you go. See if he takes it. He's got the yellow card. There you go. We'll let him sit there. That's Cabby, and he is a Wrexham fan. And he always makes an appearance. It's always, I tell you what, it's uncanny. But he always makes an appearance right at the end of shows. It's really weird. Every time I'm shutting down a show, he always comes in. But we're not shutting down right now, but towards the end of it, we are. Phil J. Weston, still with it. Windass, Josh Windass, like I say, free transfer comes in, always working, always scheming, always making runs, always trying to get things going. George Thomason, Bolton captain, yeah? Big player. When he gets on his game and eventually comes in, yes. So when they do pop it and get in the team, yes, they're going to make a difference because the guys I've ground out, you've heard names. They need to sit on the bench and take a break because they don't have the level of fitness. And that's one thing I think we need to all agree is Wrexham need to get the level of fitness up. It's not where it needs to be. You can see guys that don't have that speed, don't have that 90-minute to go. And sometimes the way we are letting and making our forwards chase everything, we're just exhausting the guys. We're just exhausting those guys. Yeah, we really are. So what did you think, Cabby? Were you happy with the game? No, he wasn't happy with the game. He's not happy with the game. You weren't happy with the game, buddy? No? He's funny. He's a big cat. He's a big cat. So I need my mouse. I know you don't want to eat the mouse, buddy. That's my mouse, not your mouse. Yeah, you clean your paws. Anyway, back at it. Next game coming up. That's what we want to talk about. You can't go that way, buddy. You can't go that way. Got a big tiger in front of me. Got to be careful. He might bite my hand off. There we go. That's the one I needed. So there we go. Preston is in the EFL Cup. And remember, we don't do the EFL Cup. You doing okay, buddy? You'll probably slap me in a minute. Anyway, Preston in the EFL Cup. We don't do EFL Cup games, just the finals. But the next game, let's talk about the next game coming up for Wrexham. League game. Millwall away. Be under no illusions. That's going to be a tough day. That's going to be a tough day. You've got QPR at Wrexham, the game after. QPR just got battered 7-1 by Coventry City. Looking for a team trying to resurrect pride, performance, and points on the board when they get to us because you get beaten 7-1. That's pretty heavy. And then after that, Norwich City away. Derby County after that at the Racecourse Ground. After that, Leicester City on the road. We got a batch of tough games coming up. We really do. When I was looking at Ghostface, to clarify, Sheffield United versus Middlesbrough comments, it wasn't a perfect prediction. I meant it as Sheffield United 0 wins in 3 versus Middlesbrough 3 wins in 3. Absolutely. 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 Totally. Hey, you can say what you want, my man. Say what you like. We're all one family here. All one family. But I say, Wrexham's in for a batch of games in the next little while that it's going to push us. It really is going to push us. And I hope you enjoy your time too. Cabby was watching the last seconds of the game. Yes, he was. He really was. He's had enough. He's not looking for the game right now. He's looking for some temptations, which he's not going to get because can't give him too much. But on the day, let's put it this way, in a serious note, as we shut this down, a loss is what this draw feels like. A point is a good thing. So make the point feel like a win for you. A win got out of Wrexham's hands simply because Sheffield United were relentless, wouldn't give up, kept going. And a little man, Barry Bannon, literally instilled into the rest of his team how you go about coming back from 2-0 down to 2-2 and have a chance in the final seconds that if had it gone in, would have left Sheffield Wednesday fans absolutely delirious with joy. But know this, they probably would have enjoyed to know that they deserved to win purely off the efforts and the tactical brilliance from Hendrik Pedersen. Today was not our day for the win. It'll come. There will be days where we win. But remember, the next 15 games total, with this included, 12 to go, we'll know where we are. It's going to be a tough season. It was always going to be a tough season, but we have bailouts, get out of jail free cards coming along the way. One of them being form, one of them being guys coming back in to strengthen the team, like we just talked about with Phil J. Weston. Kakache, yeah, he's going to come in. DOYLE is going to come in. Rathbone's going to come in. Windass is coming back in. Thomason is going to come in. Those 5 players will make a difference, not just in the team, but also on the bench. So do not be down. Don't wear a frown. Things will look up, but it needs time. And as I said on the preview to the whole season, we're going to either gel slowly, gel fast, or not at all. Right now, we're gelling slowly, not the not at all factor. We are in the 19 to 24 club right now, but give it time. We'll get to the 13 to 18 club, because I do not feel right now that we are headed to the playoffs as we have been for the last 3 years, as told in that preview. This is reality. Enjoy it. We're in a big league and things will sort out. It just needs time. And as long as teams keep losing below us and we keep picking up points, that's all that matters. There will be teams below us, but as you saw with Blackburn Rovers, who were below us before today, who are now above us, there will be times where you see teams climb up. And that is when the pressure increases. Don't lose your nerve. It's going to be a long season. You're going to enjoy this. It's not all bad. We got a point. It should have been 3, but we got a point. Next game, I'll be with you. Millwall at the Den, London. Yes, a very, very interesting place to go. And Millwall, not an easy team to take on at all. Get ready for another tough match. Get ready for the pre-game coming up. And that'll be like 48 hours before the match. I'm asking you whether you want the pre-games live or do you want them recorded. It's totally up to you. Totally up to you. I love doing the pre-games live because it lets me interact with you one more time. But if you want the pre-games recorded, you let me know. So far, we're going to continue to do live pre-games, like I say, 48 hours before the match. Then we'll do the watch-along. Into the chat quickly. Designed by Marion Smart. This wasn't a tough team. Which team are you talking about? Designed by Marlon Smart. Sorry, Marlon, which team are you talking about? This wasn't a tough team. Sheffield Wednesday wasn't a tough team. If you're saying that, I agree with you. We made an easy game go bad. I did say a few times, substitutions was the key. Phil made no substitutions on the players that needed to come out. You've heard in the chat as well, people have agreed or they have their thoughts that, yeah, Dobson shouldn't be starting. Other players shouldn't be starting. Got you back, yeah. Designed by Marlon Smart? Yes, Wednesday. Absolutely. That's what I thought you'd say. Wednesday, 13 million price tag on this complete squad. Played like a 64 million team, yeah? They played like West Brom against us today. That shows the quality in the championship. It really does. It's really showing through. The jump from League One is a big, big jump. League Two to League One is a jump, but League One to League Two is a huge jump. We're getting exposed with the mistakes. That's all it is. It's little mistakes, and we are getting exposed for them. And when we're making little mistakes, we're being punished. Those 2 goals that Sheffield Wednesday scored, yeah, credit to them, but you could easily negate that happening with the correct substitutions and changing the system. And I tell you this, I was a little bit dumbfounded by the complete change up front. That imbalanced the whole game. And from there on in, we slipped off the edge. That 2-0 slipped away. Just saying. But you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. This wasn't a tough team. Millwall is going to be tougher. There's no doubt about it. But you're right, man. You're absolutely right. Everybody today, I tell you what, I want to thank everybody today. All the comments that you made were totally on the money. It's lovely to read it. And you know what? There's a lot of brains in there. A lot of brains. All of you got a lot of brains going on. Enjoy your weekend. Get ready for that Millwall game. Get ready for the Millwall pre-game because I'm going to bring both. Don't forget one thing as well. If you are a Canadian fan or a Welsh fan, September 9th, The game coming up in Swansea, they got a draw today, save their asses. They got a 1-1 draw as well. Both Welsh clubs drew today. But September 9th, Wales take on Canada in Wales, Swansea. I'm going to do that pre-game. I'm going to do that watch-along and the commentary. And a Wales and a Canada game, well, that's going to set me in such a zone that I'll be so happy. There's not many games can get me up like that. Wrexham, yes. Internationally, Canada, Wales, that's the game because I can't lose. But again, take this one, reality check. It is a tough season. We're in deep. Look September 1st, see if someone else is coming in before then. If not, January, we're going to be making strains to get someone else in. If this form does continue, even with the 5 guys coming through, then we will be picking up people in January. But I fully believe, just like with Phil J. Weston and you guys as well, that the guys coming in will help to balance this ship. And yes, the guys I've named and the guys you've named do need to take a back seat. And possibly, like the guys like Sam Dorby, that was a surprise when he went to Dundee United and did so bloody well and didn't end up signing for them. He went to Bolton. Sometimes some of our big players, or supposedly big players, need to move along. I said at the beginning of the season, you're going to see people moving along, and I still believe you still will. And that still can happen in January or after that too. So we've got a point on the board. We're not pointless. It wasn't for nothing. We're going to go into training again. You got the EFL Cup midweek, so enjoy. Like I say, I won't be there for that, but I will be for the Millwall pregame and the Millwall watch-along next weekend. Absolutely. Until then, enjoy what you got and don't be down. This was a good point out of what could, in the final seconds, have turned into such a death, cruel loss.